Hello, 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 namaste, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Cricket for Us. And so far, India's looked pretty solid. And by India, I mean Rohit Sharma has looked pretty darn solid with the bat. Sam Curran has been dispatched. The opening bowlers, James Anderson and Ollie Robinson, have bowled very well, I must say. Yes, the Indian batting wasn't as free-flowing as we expected to be, but I think KL Rahul's doing exactly what he did in that previous game with the defense that he's got, because he's doing a great job so far. Yes, rain has played some sort of spoil sport, but it's not been as much as I'm not gonna say it, but it hasn't rained as much, so I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, very very excited to get on and watch the game. And I know I'm 10 minutes early, 10-15 minutes early, but I thought I'd start it now because that's the time I booked it in for. So yeah, there's a couple of comments here. Before the comments, there's 29 in the chat already. Thank you everyone for joining. Much appreciated. Really I feel emotional all the time. Very happy emotions when people join this live stream. So thank you very much for everyone for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really helps the channel, helps push this video to more people, and then everyone can chill out together and watch the match, which hasn't started yet. It's about to start. It will start in about 13 minutes if I'm not wrong. So yeah, very very excited about it. Just gonna update the score on here. So I've got the right score for India. I had 45 for 0 for some reason rather than 46 for 0. I'll just update that. Lunch is being taken as we speak. And yeah, a few more comments, and let's read through those. Zepho says, hi Asjad. Hello, Zepho. Just wondering if you're watching. I'm probably going to watch the India-England match first. I might go back and forth depending on, rain. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do first. And then from that point onwards, I'll go check out the Pakistan West Indies game, which is going to start in about 2 hours. So I'm going to stream till tea. That's the idea. I'm going to stream till tea, do watch along, and then if I have time, I'll shift over to the Pakistan West Indies. Otherwise, I am streaming the Pakistan West Indies game later tonight. In a while, I don't know what time I said. It's quite a lot. It's basically the last session of day one for the Pakistan West Indies game. I'm going to stream that on here, right on here on Cricket Verse 2.0. So please do join me then as well. I know it'll be streaming sleeping time for most people around the world, but yeah, it would be really cool if people can join. Right now, 46 for 0 at lunch on day one. And yeah, there's a few more cards. Let me go through those. Drove says, start the stream. Thank you, Drove. I appreciate it. And yeah, Drove says, will Kohli get a diamond duck this time? I don't think so. I think Kohli's gonna, I said this last time as well, Kohli should do better at Lords. Yes, his stats are 16.5 or 16.25 average, but it is a slightly better batting track than Trent Bridge was initially, at least. So yeah, definitely Kohli should do a lot better here, unless they bring James Anderson on, who basically just got him the first ball last time. Gregor says play restarts at 150. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I was going to wait till 150, but then thought I'll just start because I said 135. I should start at 135. Andrew Cook says, greetings from the future. Hello, Andrew Cook. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, how's the future looking? Man? I'm sure it looks pretty darn decent. Rupal says, I love your channel. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say. Laughter Express says, hello, Laughter Express. Thank you so much for joining. Dove says, I joined because you answer the chat. Oh, that's nice. I try my best. I do try my best. Shubham says, ex-India cricketers treat Hindi commentary panel as reunion meetup. Do you know what? If you're watching Akash Chopra, if that's what you're going to talk about, then yeah, it's really cool though. It's really fun to watch. I wish I had a lot of my friends who watch cricket to jump on. I have 3 really good friends who like cricket. Everyone else I've met through the channel who I've become really good friends with, but it's been mostly 3 people for the past 10 years. So I'm glad they have the opportunity of getting those people on and talking to them, especially when Akash Chopra starts talking to RP Singh and, Sanjay Manjrekar comes in, or Shoaib Akhtar came in that one time last week. So yeah, that's great. It is like a meetup for sure though. Dibbly Dobbly podcast. Jack in the chat. Guys, please do check Jack out. A very, very interesting channel, a very interesting look at a lot of stuff. His preview for India England was very, very insightful. So do check it out. Hello, Azra. Just wanted to say thank you to those who have watched the cricket discussion we did on the 100. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Well, I'm sure they did. You did a very, very good job, talking about it, Jack. So yeah, thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate that. For everyone in the chat who hasn't checked out WW Podcast, do check him out. He's pretty darn interesting. Dhruv says, thoughts on cricket being included in the Olympics. Last week, we were talking about Olympics. We were talking about cricket. We were talking about, is cricket going to go into the Olympics? Will BCCI and ICC look for cricket to go into the Olympics? Will they be happy with it? It seems like 2028 is the target. And I do not want the 100 or T10 to be in the Olympics. There's a very high chance that the T10 will be in the Olympics. I'd prefer T20. Actually, I'd prefer Test cricket, but that's not happening. So T20 seems to be the format that they're going to go for. T10 might be a close second, but the 100 is completely out of question. I think it's a good step in the right direction, but certain countries get the brunt of it, like West Indies, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Bahamas, I think is included in the West Indies, right? Any other country in the Caribbean have to split up into different teams, which is kind of unfair, but you get new players out of it. They might not be the most successful, unfortunately, because of the certain rules that are involved with the Olympics and team sports and all that stuff. But yeah, it's for England, it's a lot better because you could get players from Scotland, you could get players from Northern Ireland and Wales, etc., etc. So certain teams are better off. But at the end of it, I'm just pleased that it's going to the Olympics. Initially, if you remember last week, I think I said I don't see it happening if ICC and BCCI don't want it. But if it is happening, that means that they do want it. And if BCCI and ICC both want the Olympics want cricket in the Olympics, then T20 is the format they're going for. And if they go for T20, it'll be very interesting. It'll be nice to see certain teams play against each other. And finally, Pakistan can send more than 10 players or 10 athletes. At least they can now send 21 because hockey seems to be a sport that is dying in the country for sure. Shubham says, wow, there's a few comments in there. I'm a bit slow today. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please share the video. Send it to all your social medias and get everyone involved. Love having the chat. Are you watching the 100 women's match? Right now, I don't think it's on. Yeah, I don't think it's on. I've got the England-India game on in front of me. If it is on, it might be on a different channel on a red button, so I might not be able to watch it. But right now, I'm not, unfortunately, Shubham. I am going to watch the Pakistan-West Indies test match of day one, final session of day one, later tonight. So please do join me if you're awake. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not watching the women's 100. I'm not going to watch the men's 100 either today, unfortunately. But yeah, that's me. Night Watchman, Cricket Channel, Rohit always sus in 30s. You know what? I think he might be able to get a 50 today. Fingers crossed he gets a 50. That'll be nice. But guys, if you haven't checked out the Night Watchman Cricket Channel, please do check them out as well. It seems like I'm just promoting everyone today. It's not on purpose. It's just the fact that these guys are really cool. And they've allowed me on their channel. And I love speaking to them about cricket. Also, Dickie Bird. Everyone's saying thank you to Dickie Bird. I'm not sure why. Has he passed away? Or is it just in general? Yeah, I'm just watching on TV. Dickie Bird. They're celebrating him for some reason. Uncertain why. Andrew Cook says that West Indies versus Pakistan YouTube stream is 8:30 a.m. on Friday in New Zealand. So breakfast time. Andrew Cook, that is fantastic. I will join you then. Someone says, hello, Ajad. How are you? I'm well. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining. Roll to says, what's up? I'm good, man. All is well. How's things on your end? Magical Gamer says, hello, Magical Gamer. Thank you so much for joining, man. It's been quite some time. Much appreciated. Robal says, Ravi Shastri, bye ab commentary mein milenge. Oh man. Someone says, I like Hindi commentary. It gives good insight. You know what? I like both commentaries. The thing I've realized with English commentary is for me, I understand it a lot better, not because of the language barrier, but mostly the fact that I've listened to English commentary all my life. Even in Pakistan, I'd never heard Urdu commentary apart from on the radio. I never saw Urdu commentary apart from the radio. I've always watched or heard English commentary. So that's the big reason why. But yeah, they do give insights, very good insights for sure. And certain players don't commentate in English, but commentate in Hindi. I don't know. Ajay Jadeja used to commentate in English, I think, but he gives really good insights. Ashish Nehra gives pretty good insights as well. So yeah, great commentators all around. Magical Gamer says Fazan is one of those friends, right? Yes, Fazan is one of those friends. Because he has a YouTube channel as well, isn't he? About cricket. Shubham says Kaif Sehwag and Ajay Jadeja are talking about their old days. NatWest Trophy 2002. The olden days when Jadeja used to mean Ajay Jadeja, not Ravi Jadeja, you know? I remember when Ravindra Jadeja started, I was like, oh, that's another Jadeja. Now I have to call him Ravi Jadeja. I can't call him just Jadeja because that's Ajay Jadeja. And then see how times change. Rupal says, any idea about why Crick Fan Corner channel not come live? They're probably busy with life, man. They're probably busy doing their exams. They're probably busy having a social life. So yeah, that's probably it. Manuel Gamer says, no way is Test cricket gonna go, man. I know it's not, but what's the harm? What's the harm, man? What's the harm in hoping? Saroja says, hello, Saroja. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everyone who's joined us so far. Much appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe. The match is going to start in about 3 minutes. So it'll be good for everyone to get ready, get your food, and just hang out with myself and everyone else in the chat. 2032, says Saroja. 2032 is the target because 2028 schedule is fixed already. Okay, fantastic. Let's see if that schedule can be changed, but 2032 would be really cool as well. Olympics will be held in Brisbane. Gabba. Oh, Australia's going to win, aren't they? Australia's just going to win. Laughter Express says, why they took the decision to take lunch after 20 minutes? Terrible. I think they took lunch because it would have just made things easier. So they can just extend the afternoon and evening sessions and they don't have to rejig a lot of other stuff. My little gamer says, I don't think they'll separate teams like that, though. Won't they? How would they actually handle that? Someone says, if it's any less than T20, I'm not watching that. But as ICC said, it's they bid T20 for the Olympics. Okay, that's good. Got a call from Birmingham. Not sure who it is. England, Andrew Cook says, England cricket already includes Wales, but it doesn't include Scotland or Northern Ireland. So that's all I was thinking. See, revised session. Look at that session. The session that I decide to stream, hopefully it doesn't rain, is going to be 2.5 hours. So more likely than not, guys, I'm going to be here for at least the next 2 hours, most probably till the end of the session, if all goes well. Papio Jeddah says Crown. So nice. Joanna Rodriguez is playing superb in the 100. She is. She definitely is. But she's going back to India, isn't she? Because of a bereavement, I think, or some family problems, family issues, unfortunately. I will probably join you on that time too for some time. Thanks, man. That's really nice of you. Really kind of you. I want a Kohli duck. I want a Kohli 100, dude. Everyone's walking out. That's great. Rahane wala question 2. I've lost the Rahane question, unfortunately, Rupal. Laughter Express says, I would have liked Moeen to play in the 100 fully, make his case number 3 in T20 World Cup, but now he's back in this squad. But it is what it is. I agree. It is what it is. English accents are just an unfair advantage. It's just so satisfying. Well, if I'm going to see you then, I better go to bed. It's 12:45 Ooh, go to sleep. Go to sleep, my friend. Go to sleep. Hi, Smile. Thank you so much for joining. Laughter Express, not Laughter Express. Night Watchman says, please don't rain. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope it does not rain either. Someone says, I mean, we get good old stories, great anecdotes about their first class career and all. Yeah, that's very true. Thunder says, hi, Asjad. I'm able to watch along with you after more than a month. That's great. Thank you so much for joining after a month, man. That's very kind of you to join. Was busy in my exams. Hope the exams went well. Nonetheless, love and support as well. As always, thank you very much. I had to catch up all those contents you put up recently. Well, I hope you get a chance. If you do let me know what you think about my terrible batting technique, which I'm trying to improve as we speak. Laughter Express says, Sony English commentary panel is just decent when Harsha, Pollock, Agarkar join. I love that. Only others are just okay. All right, fair enough. First ball back by Ollie Robinson is a dot ball wide outside off and well left by Rohit Sharma. Mark Wood is getting ready to bowl. I have a feeling he's going to bowl in next. Paul says, England ke weather ko dekhte ke shake hai ke man of the series reign. Not sure what you mean, but great. Monkey D. Luffy says, Rohit, please don't get out after making 30 odd runs again. Yeah, that's what probably everyone's hoping for. He's played really well, though. He's been aggressive when he needed to, while KL Rahul is providing that stability factor. Abdullah says, who left Ishant Sharma in the dryer on high heat? I haven't seen him. I have not seen him, Abdullah, so I have no idea what you're talking about. What did he do? Or what does he look like? What's happened? I need to know. Virat hasn't got a duck. Yeah, Virat hasn't started yet. Yeah, Virat, he's not in yet. Siddharth says, Kohli, Bold, Anderson, duck. I think you're seeing the future. A future I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch that future. And as we speak, Mark Wood is back into the attack. Lunch has commenced, obviously. It's the 20th over. I needed to update that. 20th over. And yeah, Rupal says Ravi Shastri. Yeah, I think I've read that comment. Someone says that gap between bat and pad, 2 footballs will go through it. Yes, they would. They would. Ginger Sports with Sohaib Iqbal says, why should someone upload his batting technique like yours? Sorry for being harsh. Rest those videos were good. Appreciate it. Well, I upload the videos because I'm trying to reach a goal of becoming a better cricketer by the end of, by middle next year. By the time I'm 30, inshallah, next July, I want to be a better batsman and a much fitter bowler in general. That's the idea, and that's the aim of those videos that I've been putting up. Laughter says, finally, they dropped Crawley. Yep. And Haseeb Hameed has come in, which is a pretty decent shout. I'm pretty glad about Haseeb Hameed finally getting an option, an opportunity once again after performing well for the past year and a half. He had a terrible 3 seasons in a row, but he's gotten back into a pretty decent nick. So hopefully he does well today. Another second ball by Mark Wood, 90 miles an hour, full outside off, just tailing away just a little bit, and KL Rahul just leaves it to go to the keeper. Rupal, where is it? Please, I don't know which Ajinkya comment it is. Please tell me again so I can potentially check it out because I can't find it up there. Thunderhaze says, indeed, I did good. Glad, passed my exam, spending my leisure time watching your stream. That is very kind of you to do. I'm sure you could do many other things, but I appreciate the time and I feel honored that you're watching me instead. So thank you so much for joining, man. This time it just swung a little, but then just kept on with the line. And it was very close to the off stump. KL Rahul, though, left it very well. 92 mile an hour delivery. As you can see, I think that's a very good stat there. KL Rahul, all the deliveries he's faced so far, everything he's left alone is about a foot outside off stump. Okay? Mostly a foot outside off stump, apart from that delivery right there, okay? So what's happened is he's realized I don't need to play at any of those deliveries. That's why 47% of his deliveries he's actually left, which shows a lot of control in the way he's played today. Yeah, once again, he moves across just a little bit on the offside as well to give himself the best sighter that, if it's wider than this, I don't need to play it. That's great, man. That is great. Monkey D. Luffy says, and a good commentator. Who's a good commentator? I'm confused. A lot of they're great commentators. Honestly, I agree with you. Someone says this is Ravi Shastri last Test series, and I would love to finish on a high with winning the T20 World Cup. I didn't know this was the last Test series. He'll want to, wouldn't he? Shivam Shah says finally Mark Wood. Yes, would do that. I can't do the jokes without Nick and Gabe here, so I'm just not going to try. But anyone in the chat who wants to, more than welcome. It's still 46 for 0. Last ball of the over coming up. Mark Woods just tailed the ball away from the batsman a little. But yeah, it's a good start after lunch. Rupal says, after Ravi Shastri, who can replace him? Depends which direction India want to go to. If India wants to go to the domestic side or want to go at Indian players, then they'll go Indian coaches, or they're going to go outside of India and look at foreign coaches. I have a feeling they might go Indian coaches once again. Last ball of the over, dot ball once again. First over by Wood has gone on as a maiden, has been complete. And yeah, that's a good question. I want to ask people in the chat as well. Who do you think will be India's next coach? Joy says, hello, everyone. Hello, Joy. Thank you so much for joining, man. Much appreciated. Junior suppose that next year in July, you would make videos how to become a pro cricketer in 1 year, noob to pro in just a year. You know, I might use that if I become a pro. I definitely would. Thanks. Thank you, Sohaib. Someone says, instead of sleeping, I'm here watching your stream. Someone, I'm telling you, I really appreciate it. That's very kind of everyone who's, you know, giving up on sleep because of this match and because of, you know, joining me here. But yeah, it's really kind of you. Thank you so much, man. Mohammad Khan says, Azjad, I must apologize. I laughed at you when you said Pakistan are favorites for the World Test Championship. Now that I've seen their schedule, apart from West Indies, all the tests are in the subcontinent. They should be winning them. Yeah, they should be. They definitely should be. Yeah, I agree. And if they don't, that's the disappointment. First runs after lunch to Rohit Sharma. 47 for 0. It's the 21st over. 21st over. 47 for 0. Craig says, how do you see Craig Overton and Saka Mahmood as backup fast bowlers for England? Will they get a go in the remaining matches? Broad's out. If Anderson stays fit, even in that case, I don't see England persisting with Anderson throughout the entire series, considering there is an Ashes in later this year. Okay, so I see Overton and Mahmood, at least Overton get at least a game, at least 2 games. That's what I see for this series. Now, Saka Mahmood, I really like. I think he's a very good option, but he is probably the 6th option out of all the pace bowlers England has right now. They're trying Mark Wood. They've gone with Ollie Robinson as a main, right? Wokes might come back. Dude, Wokes comes back after, and hopefully his injury recovers, right? Oh, lucky from KL Rahul. Just an out. Oh, that's a buys apparently. I thought that hit the bat, but apparently gone down leg side, bounced just in front of Joss Butler and bounced over his hands, and unfortunately gone to the fine leg boundary, and the 50 for India comes up in the 21st over. So yeah, right. I think Overton should get a chance. Wokes comes back. Wokes kind of walks into the side, doesn't he? And then if there are injuries, then Mahmood does. But otherwise, I think it's Overton's the higher probability out of those two. Monkey Love said, I meant to say you are, oh, that's so kind of you, when you said your goal is to become a good cricketer by next year. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. I don't do great with compliments, so thank you. Roldong says, amidst all the whiskey jokes, Ravi has been a good coach. Yeah, he has. India's done pretty well apart from on like world tournaments. India's done pretty well most of the time. Laughter Express says, the rules do say that you can't become India coach after 60 years, but think they will tweak some rules to have him for 2 to 3 more years. Wow. So it says, yes, it is his contract until the T20 World Cup. Oh, a quick single by KL Rahul down to square leg. Well done. Well done, KL. But I think that might go down as leg buys rather than his coming off his back. Yes, they have gone as leg buys. Ginger Sports says, Dravid or Lakshman? For me, Dravid. For sure. But if you're saying like coach for India, again, I would go Dravid personally, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Roll Dog said, don't think a foreign coach will ever coach India again unless something major changes in the BCCI top house. Oh, a good shot. Well, he just defended it and guided it down to third man, Rohit Sharma on the front foot. Not an outside edge. I think it's more of a guiding down to third man, goes past the slips and gone for 4, 56 for 0. There's been quite a lot of runs in that particular over. But yeah, 56 for 0 after 21 overs. Crick Ball says, Bhai, SRB के vlogs YouTube channel पर देखो वो सबका नाम ले कर live कर रहा है. बंदा बहुत मेहनत भी कर रहा है. थोड़ी help कर दो. I will SRB vlogs. Tell me the name of the channel if you can. I'll check him out. And I love collaborating, love speaking cricket, man. So yeah, definitely. Joy says, whoever is coaching RCB has a better chance to coach Indian team next. Wow. Laugh Express says, would love someone like Andy Flower, Hessen as foreign coach, Indian coaches. Praveen, Amre, Amol, Mazumdar, like guys. Okay, that'll be pretty cool. I would say Pakistan is probably aiming for Andy Flower. So we'll have to see. Mark Henson, yeah. Mark Henson, if foreign coach. Otherwise, Rahul Dravid, yeah, makes sense. Vignesh says, hello. Yes, hello. Well, you actually say hi. I say hello. Thank you so much for joining. Roldog says, Wokes would come back. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Or someone as Abhishek Nair for Indian coach. Mohammed Khan says, excited for Pakistan West Indies test. Asjad, hope rain stays away. I hope rain stays away, but it's meant to rain all throughout the time of the test, man. It's going to be sporadic, but it's going to rain. A good bouncer by Mark Wood. First runs off Rahul's bat after lunch. And first runs to Mr. Mark Wood as well. Down to square leg for a single. Yeah, so I'm excited, very excited. Dylan Carson says, hey, Asjad, how are you? What's the situation with Wokes? Right, Dylan, so thank you so much for joining. First off, I'm good. Hope you're well as well. Situation is he injured his finger or injured his thumb about 4-ish weeks ago. And I haven't heard anything about him coming back yet. Hopefully he comes back and is selected in the next batch of the tests. But if his finger is recovered, then he will be playing. Thunderhead says Akash Chopra would make a great coach. I hope you're kidding. I think he's a really good commentator. I think he has a brilliant insight about cricket, but he's just really funny as well. 94 miles an hour, 150 Ks surpassed by Mark Wood on that delivery. Mohammed Khan says, is there a T20 series between England and India after this or only test series? I'm fairly certain it's only the tests. I've read about the T20 series, that there was going to be a T20 series before, but I'm not sure if that's still the case. Yeah, view all the fixtures. Let me check this out. Yeah, I don't think there is a test series. There is a T20 series. There's just the test series. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you for that. Where are we? Vignesh says Sanjay Manjrekar would be a great coach. Well, now give the top job to meme lord Wasim Jaffer. Oh man, Wasim Jaffer is great. He has been coaching different Ranji teams every year. Yeah, unfortunately, he's had some issue. Well, there was some controversy, wasn't it, a while ago? But yeah, he's very insightful as well. He likes to be funny on Twitter as well. So yeah, great sense of humor. I don't know about his coaching prowess, but I know he's a pretty decent coach. I don't know much about it though. But by the way, Indian team doesn't need a coach. Anyway, they already have a coach. With a K? You mean a couch? I don't get the joke, but I'm sure that must be funny. I just don't get it, unfortunately. Mohammed Khan says Odd would have liked... Yeah. But the IPL's there, isn't there? Is Ravi resigning? No, I think his contract ends after the T20 World Cup. Someone said at the top as well. I think they will go for this lineup. Where are we? Shant Fielding for England. That's Haseem Hamid, dude. But yes, I understand the comparison. Laughter Express says, who would be your top 5 England paces for Ashes? For me, it's Anderson, Broad, Robinson, Wokes, Wood. There's no Archer. I would actually, people don't agree with this, but I'm still not sure if Robinson is 100% for me in the side. He's great. He's got the height. He's got all that cool stuff, right? But for me, the top 3 are Anderson, Broad, and Wood. Then Wokes. And Robinson will be in that list. But I would like to see Saqib Mahmood in there as well as a potential. But top 5, 9 times out of 10, they're going for that. So yeah, that's not a bad shout whatsoever, Laughter Express. Craig Overton, I wouldn't take to Australia. Saqib Mahmood, the only option, the only reason why I would take him is the fact that I've seen him in first class cricket and he's doing great. So is Overton in his defense. But Saqib Mahmood is slightly nippier than him. That's why. Another reason why I think down leg side by Robinson, and Rahul misses it as well. So yeah, a lot of deliveries going down leg. I think on the types of tracks they'll be playing on, you need pace and you need bounce. So whoever gives you that, and then potentially swing as well, which is where Anderson and Wokes come in. Sam Curran, probably not. But yeah, that seems like the best possible scenario from an England perspective. Laughter Express, good. That's That's a good 5 paces there. Robinson to KL Rahul. Once again, down leg side, and Butler fumbles that one. Just a dot ball, but if that had hit the bat and he dropped it, that would have been very, very unlucky. Muhammad Khan says, Abid Ali Imran, but Azhar Ali Babar Azam, Fawad Alam, yeah. Mohammad Rizwan, Numan Ali, Shaheen, Abbas, Yasir, Hassan. I wouldn't agree with the batting order, but in terms of the 11, I get you. I think Cricinfo or someone else said this lineup today. Mazhar Arshad, I think, said this lineup. And I would actually argue that do you need Abbas more or do you need Fahim Ashraf more? Abbas is a fantastic bowler. Fahim Ashraf can offer a lot with the bat, considering what he's done in Test cricket for over the past 7-8 months. Okay, 8-9 months now. So a beauty from Robinson, played right around KL Rahul. He played that one. Otherwise, he would have left it. It was slightly further from the bat. But yeah, that's not a bad team. Noman needs to play. Shaheen needs to play. Even though I think he should rest eventually. But Shaheen needs to play. Hassan needs to play. And Yasser needs to play. So Abbas is the only decision I'm unsure of. Oh, good delivery by Robinson. But well played by KL Rahul. Through point for a quick 2. And that one didn't bounce as much as I expected either. Off the back foot as well by KL Rahul. But in the end, the 2 runs have been beneficial for India. Where are we? Vignesh says coach means Kohli. Ah, okay. Thank you. Raldo says Haziba Mead's family is from Gujarat. Yes, they are. Ajad, you don't want the great cricketer? What do you mean? I do want the great cricketer. On my channel? Or don't watch the great cricketer? I do watch the great cricketer, but I don't watch it very often, especially now when I'm really busy at work, and at the same time I'm doing the channel and I've got a kid, so I don't watch their videos as often. So the last time I watched a great cricketer video was a while ago. Has been a while, unfortunately. But thank you for telling me coach equals Kohli. Mohammad Khan said go for South Shakil instead of Noman. Better batsman and can bowl some spin. Noman Ali is a very good spinner, though. That's the only issue. Someone says Mark Wood holds the record for the fastest bowling spell in the county cricket. He broke the record last season. He bowled about 5 over 90 miles an hour. Yeah, he's quick. He's very quick. The issue is he has the same problem that most very quick bowlers have, barring maybe Brett Lee, is that he's not as accurate all the time. He tries to bowl fast upon fast upon fast. That's the issue he gets into. But sometimes when he's on song, then he's just on point, isn't he? So yeah, that's great. I didn't know about that stat, so thank you so much for letting me know. Roldong says Hamid has grown some epic hair. Hardly recognize the young lad that toured India in 2017. Yeah, he looks very different now. Lords is a hard place to keep wickets with that slope. James Bracey can relate. Yeah, he definitely can. Even with the slope, this is the thing. I feel bad for Rishabh Pant because he hasn't played in Lords that much. Butler gets a chance to play at Lords quite often, so he should be a lot better at it. But again, little fumbles right here and there is not too shabby. Mark Wood swinging the ball away. This time, Rohit bat outside the off stump, and it goes between the gap between slip and gully, and another 2 to Rohit Sharma, and he gets to 43, guys. He gets to 43. Now in the 30s. Let's hope not in the 40s either. 63 for 0 so far. Abdullah says Sam Curran is as seam all-rounder if Stokes can't make it. Yeah, exactly. Mohammad Khan says Abbas took 5 wickets in the inter-squad warm-up match a few days ago. In that case, I actually know that, but I forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me. Then Fahim doesn't find a place. Unless they rest Shaheen, yeah, Fahim might not play then in that case. I've got a feeling they're going to play Fahim. But if Abbas is playing, he's a better version of Fahim with the ball, but he can't bat. That's the issue. Someone says, great back foot cut shot. Yeah, that was very good shot. Don't think playing 2 spinners is good. As Caribbean Podcast said, pitches would be bouncy. That's why even West Indies have dropped Cornwall and kept Chase and Warwick as well. Potentially, they might play Warwick depending on the pitch. Joyce says, coach is a joke. Is joke used by the great cricketer for Kohli, just like they call Rahane the Mafia. I know the Mafia one. Down leg side by Wood. A bouncer to Rohit Sharma on his shoulder. Are you going to genuinely bowl it there? Genuinely, Mark Wood. Rohit Sharma can smash that for 4 or even 6, 9 times out of 10, unless it's caught at the boundary like he was in the previous match. And someone says that's the reason why Brett Lee is my favorite bowler along with Dale Steyn. Yep. Come on, Asjad. We know Fahim will play. That's the thing. Abbas might just creep in. That's the thing. For anyone ever concerned about what I'm drinking Rubicon Spring. Never had this one before. It's not too shabby. Straight on off stump, and Rohit Sharma just guides it to the leg side for a single. 68 for 0. 23.4 overs gone. Thunderhead says that 2 runs were lazy elegance by Rohit. Adil says, how many overs are possible test match today because rain might interrupt? Yeah, rain's going to interrupt the Pakistan-West Indies game. We know it because that's what's been predicted. And it's not England, so you have to trust the forecast. I think we should get at least 2 sessions. And that's why, even though I've put the 3rd session as my session that I'm going to do a watch-along for, it's a long shot. It's definitely a long shot. Mohammed Khan says, don't know why they didn't consider Walsh Jr. for tests. I thought he was brilliant. He was brilliant in the ODIs and the T20s. I think they want to give him a bit more time, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Plus Jamel Warrican is a better red ball bowler than Walsh Jr. Doctor said, hello, Asad. Hello, the doctor. Thank you so much for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel, really pushes the video to more people. And I don't know what happened that one time. If you guys were on that stream where it went ballistic and I had like 400, 500 people watching, I don't know how it happened. The algorithm just picked it up. And I love the fact that I can have the intimate scenes as well as, sometimes have loads of people on here. But the more the people, the better the chat gets. But right now the chat's getting pretty interesting as well. Really good questions, which a lot of them people in the chat answer for me before I do. Poen says, who expected Rohit Sharma to do well? Yeah, I expected him to be doing quite well so far, and he's doing a fairly decent job. Last ball of the over by Wood, a very good bouncer, very well played by KL Rahul, jumping up in the air. And yeah, 24 overs gone. Laughter Express says, I'm going with just this 11. Brathwaite, Hope, Bonner, Chase, Mayers, Blackwood, Holder, Silva, Joseph, Rote, Seals. Is Gabriel not in the squad? Is Gabriel not in the squad? I know the squad was released today because I saw it on Instagram. Let's find it. Hold on. Instagram is not the quickest thing to find stuff. Windies. There we go. Yeah, okay. So they're 13. They don't have Gabriel. All right, fair enough. In that case, I think that's pretty much what I'd go for. That's pretty much what I'd go for from the West Indian point of view. Yeah. Maybe if they want to bring in another spinner, they bring in Jamel Warrican. Otherwise, yeah, that side looks pretty darn solid. Yeah, unfortunately, no place for Kieran Powell here. No place, I would say. 69 for 0, by the way. The score is the first ball of Robinson's delivery has gone for a single. KL Rahul is on strike. 14 not out. And Rohit Sharma is 49 off 80 so far. Roldon says average speed 148. Wow. By Wood. That's great. Do you think Haider Ali should be brought back to the squad in place of Azam Khan? Recently scored 91. I don't want to base it on one innings because that's what Pakistan does all the time. And Haider Ali he's very talented, very young, exciting prospect. Same with Azam Khan. They should not be playing international cricket because they're not good enough yet. They don't have that temperament, which they should, but they don't. So I wouldn't bring back Haider Ali. I would probably not even play Azam Khan. I would bring back Shoaib Malik. That's my thought, at least. But people don't agree with it. Pawan says, who expected Rohit Sharma to come back to form for test? This test, Rahul is playing second fiddle. Yeah, definitely is. He needs to. Where are we? Zepho says, did you see yesterday's KPL match? I don't get the KPL here, unfortunately. There was over 400 runs. Wow, that's great. Mohammed Khan says, I wouldn't use the KPL as a solid base for Pakistan team selection. The bowling quality is very poor and the pitch is a straight road batting pitch. All right. Thanks, man. I had no idea. Do you think ICC is neglecting ODIs lately? Yes, because the T20 World Cup is this year. After next year, they're going to say ODIs, 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 because yes, there's this World Cup league. Yes, we've got the World Cup in 2023, but we've also got the different like World Cup League 2 and like other Champions Trophy that starts from the 2025. So yeah, they're going to start bringing ODIs back into the fray of things. I think right now they have neglected them for sure. Hit wicket by Ramis says, why didn't they go with Ashwin? It seems like the most logical reason is the pitches in Lords over the past few years have not had the best chance with spin. Spin averages around 68 with the ball, and the pace averages just under 30 with the ball. Okay, that's one of the reasons. Second reason is, yes, Ashwin played brilliantly last time. I guess he played it at Lords, but the thought process is overcast conditions, and Rohit Sharma gets his 50. Well played, Rohit. Well played. 50 for Rohit Sharma. He's striking at just under 60. That's the thing. This is 13th Test 50. Yeah, he's actually striking at 60.2. Yes, he is. What am I talking about? He's striking at just exact 60.2 strike rate. He's played very well so far. He's been the aggressor, and Rahul's been the defensive wall at the other end. Again, well defended by KL Rahul back to the fielder. And yeah, that's the reason why they haven't picked Ashwin today. I've gone through that one. Crickball says, bye. I think I've already read that comment. Yeah, I will check them out. The doctor said Rahul Dravid has a good chance of becoming the next coach to the Indian senior team. Thoughts? I would be happy with that. I would be extremely happy if Rahul Dravid is the next coach of India men's for sure. Yeah. After President Gabriel is not fully fit. Thank you for that. I really appreciate the knowledge. Pound says, can you please come to my YouTube channel to do the post-match analysis of India versus England second test? I got to know your YouTube channel from Zora. Oh, nice. Who does the cricket analysis? That's very kind of you to check me out. Thank you very much, Pavan. Do send me an email if you want, and I will see if I can. I'm available then. That's not my email address. What am I talking about? That's my email address. A beauty from Mark Wood. Oh, short and just moved away from Rohit. He tried to play it, squared him up completely, and that's a beautiful delivery. Missed everything. Missed absolutely everything. Sorry, just went off topic there. But yeah, please do email me, and we'll see if I can sort something out with regards to that and jump on your channel. That would be really cool. Thank you for joining me, by the way, from the Cricket Analyst. I've been on his channel once, and he's very, very insightful, especially technically with regards to cricket. I think Dravid declined the last time to become. Oh, okay, that could be why they went to Ravi Shastri. Someone says Pakistan team announced its 17-member squad for today's match yesterday. I didn't get that. Are they not sure of their playing 11? Of course they're not sure about their playing 11. Someone, what are you talking about? Of course they're not sure. They're like, oh, who are we going to pick with the bowlers? The batsmen, the top six is solid. I think. They're not going to go for anywhere else. Who do you expect to win the test series between Pakistan and West Indies? What can you expect? Babar Azam really needs to, he even said it himself that, I feel like I haven't done much in test over the past year or so. He hasn't been doing the greatest in test cricket, unfortunately, but he'll be looking to get as many runs as possible. He'll be looking to stay at the crease as long as he possibly can. Now that in T20s he's gotten a chance with Rizwan, that dichotomy has worked quite well. So Rizwan and Babar will look to bat as long as possible when they come in. Fawad Alam as well. Azhar Ali has to show why he's going on this tour, being 35-36. Yes, he's one of Pakistan's best test batsmen right now, but he did well in West Indies last time, if I'm not wrong. So he'll be looking to score runs too. I think Pakistan should win 1-0. But rain might win. Who knows? You can watch KPL in the UK on Geo News on Sky. I will check it out. When is it on? What time is it on? Rohit Sharma pulls that one by Wood, but this time it goes over fine leg for a huge maximum. Oh, what a shot. What a shot by Rohit Sharma. That's what I said. If you ball at Rohit Sharma there, he's going to hit you. And he smashed that over fine leg for 6. Mohammad Khan says Iftikhar Ahmed scored 86. Oh, I'm not even going to talk about Iftikhar Ahmed, man. Yeah, a very good 50 at that. I feel so bad for Ahsan Ali, out on 99 from 46 deliveries. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Thunder Hayes says 14 runs on 65 balls by KL. Strike just over 20. Some Dravid level stuff for sure, man. Definitely. Someone says 50 for Hitman. Well played, well deserved. Yeah, definitely. He needs to keep going. Why couldn't India go with Ashwin instead of Shardul and Ishant? Because Siraj didn't have a bad game. And Siraj is pretty darn good in these conditions so far. So I think that's the reason why. Royal Dong says, so glad that he did not throw his wicket away after the 30s. Carry on, Rohit. Sorry, today after doing all the hard work. Yeah, he needs to carry on. Pakistan wins the toss. They bowl first or second. I say field first. I think Pakistan should bat first. That's just what they're better at. And whatever the pitch conditions are, if it's raining, then obviously change your mind and bowl first. Otherwise, I'm going bat first. Dravid saw what happened to Kumble. Oh man, Laughter Express is now Rohit shouldn't play stupid shots. Yep, he's just being drawn into the shots over and over again. And it scares you as a Rohit fan, doesn't it? Pawan says, who do you think will be the man of the match for the test match? Oh man, I have no clue right now. I would like it to be Virat Kohli. There's a high chance it might be Rohit Sharma or KL Rahul if they keep playing the way that they are. So it'll be one of the batsmen for sure. Unless, in the last game, Jasprit Bumrah bowled fantastically well, right? So who knows? But definitely one of the batters to seem like a pretty decent option. I would like Virat Kohli. But again, who knows? Zephyr says there are double headers each day usually, right? Let's see if it's on Geo News. Geo News. What channel is Geo News? Is it 7 something? It's on 7 odd. Robinson continues this time to KL Rahul. And well left once again. KL Rahul's doing great with the leaves, man. Oh, is this what it is? Rawalkot Hawks versus overseas. Okay, I'm going to be very truly honest. Here. The quality isn't great, Zepho. The quality of picture is not great. And I would rather prefer watch genuine quality cricket right now. I will check out the highlights and see if they'd show highlights on Geo News. But thanks for letting me know. I didn't know it was on TV in England. Someone says, I'm loving how Rohit Sharma is batting. His technique using great soft hands. He's using soft hands, but he's also being drawn into a lot of shots, isn't he? Mohammad Khan says, did I miss something about Iftikhar Ahmed? Do you hate him with a burning passion or something? No, I don't hate him with a burning passion. This is the thing. I try and be as optimistic about Pakistan cricket. But there's players who are domestic legends, not legends, but domestic greats, but will not perform well in international cricket. And that's just the way it is. And that's what I think Iftikhar Ahmed is. And that's who I think Asif Ali is, right? Yes, it could be the fact that, the Pakistan management, the coaching staff, all the technicalities about a locker room not being good and all that stuff. That's one end. But the other end is that you're just not good enough for international cricket. And that's why I don't think Pakistan should revisit Iftikhar Ahmed unless he starts doing bombastic numbers for the next 2 years straight. Then, or at least a year straight. Then I would look at Iftikhar Ahmed. But KPL is no barometer to bring players into the Pakistan side. Yeah, that was a great pull shot indeed. Sarthak says, hey, hello, Sarthak. Thank you so much for joining. Well left again, KL Rahul. Brilliant leave, man. Brilliant leave. Ahsan Ali out on 99 yesterday. 40 odd balls. Yep. Pawan says KL Rahul is playing like Pujara right now. I never expected Rahul to switch to test mode immediately. He's doing a great job, man. I'm so impressed. I am so impressed with the way he's batting. When you're done, only yes, of course I can. Rohit 50, Nacho. Thanks, Soham. Soham from Night Watchman Cricket Channel. Thank you so much for joining, man. Really appreciate it. Robinson to Rahul, a very full delivery. Plays it, but a brilliant dive by James Anderson at mid-on. Ooh. Joy says Siraj had an average of 45 plus in the last match, which was low scoring match. So I think last match wasn't the good one for him. Yeah, he did bowl well though. That's the thing. He was unlucky, not because of drops, but because he did leave he did have a lot of plays and misses. I would say Siraj should remain in the side unless he scores similar numbers in this game. Then I look to change. But I don't think dropping him after one game would have been the right thought. Otherwise, I would have gone with, as everyone knows, I would have gone 3 seamers, 2 spinners, India all the way through, because I think that's their best team. But they're better than I am in terms of analyzing their squad. They know exactly who would be beneficial on that particular track. So maybe that's why they've gone for whichever players they've gone for, 78 for 0 because Robinson bowls a no ball. There we go. That was a no ball. Roldonk says Rohit's instincts take over whenever he sees anything short. They do. Mathiraja said, what happened to that strike? The strike, it's still there. I should get a response in 10 to 14 working days, according to YouTube. So whatever response I get, I will let you guys know for sure. Pawan says, should Joe Root be included back in the Fab Four once again? I don't think he was ever dropped from the Fab Four. I would have never dropped him. Jay Solanki says, after a long time. Yes. Highlights on YouTube are in 1080p from KPL official channel. Yeah, I'll check those out. That'll be nice. Wait, I just joined. Is Ashwin isn't playing, Jay Solanki. Thank you so much for joining. India's team is KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Pujara, Virat Kohli, Rahane, Rishabh Pant, Jadeja, Bumrah, Siraj, Ishant, and Shami. And then England have gone in with Burns, Sibley, Hasib Hamid, Joe Root, Bairstow, Butler, Moin Ali, Sam Curran, Ollie Robinson, Mark Wood, and James Anderson. Yes, I didn't memorize it. I didn't read it off somewhere. I just thought I'd tell you what the sides are. Where are we? Zepho says, everyone trolling Kohli. One of these days, he's going to wake up and score 300. Knowing him, yes. Oh, is that an inside edge from Rohit Sharma? And that's gone to the fine leg boundary once again. Lucky Sharma so far. Mark Wood's been aggressive. That's the thing. He's been quick. He's been aggressive. This time, yeah, it's an inside edge. Tries to play it down the ground, but inside edge gone for 4. Rohit is batting responsibly. He is. He definitely is. Zephyr says Akash Chopra thinks that Pakistan will qualify for a semi-final of the World T20 and has a good chance of winning the World Test Final. I would say Pakistan has an okay chance of getting to the World T20 semi-final. Getting to the World Test Final, definitely. I don't know if they'll win it, though. I don't know if they'll win it. Adil says Azam Khan is out in KPL, went for 6, but fielded caught it. Watched it on Geo News HD. We don't have Geo News HD in England. At least I don't know which channel that is. Mohammed Khan says, how was Azam Khan selected for Pakistan team? Moin Khan? Muhammad Wasim. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding. It's probably the fact that Pakistan thinks they need someone like him in the side. They need Azam Khan as a big hitter. But again, I think he needs to be nurtured a lot more than being thrown into the Pakistan team. Jay Solanki says, it looks like a good batting pitch. Is it because of the forecast or the pitch? It's which part about Ashwin? I think it's because of the forecast and the fact Lords has not been great for spinners. Manav says, good eve, Manav. Thank you so much for joining, man. Much appreciated. Great to see some regulars back in the chat and some new people as well. It's really, really amazing to see everyone here. Thank you so much for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps the channel and it makes me really happy as well. I know initially I had 30 people in the chat and they all just left because they realized it's just me and no CFA. I'm kidding, by the way. It's really cool to get everyone in the chat, man. Honestly, it's amazing. Oh, short, wide, and Rohit Sharma dispatches it through mid-wicket for 4. Don't bowl short to Rohit Sharma. I get your plan, Mark Wood, but don't bowl short to Rohit Sharma. Unless you've directed it very well, don't bowl short to him. It's just not ideal. It's just not ideal. Pawan says, what has happened to Kohli's form last 2 years? Could you please explain that to me? The best explanation for Kohli's form is that he's in a rut right now. He's had some really good he's had some very good innings as well, but he just hasn't been able to convert it into 100. He scored some decent 50s, and it's like certain times he couldn't complete the over, so he couldn't get to the 100, or he couldn't complete, or it rained off, or stuff like that. Things have happened that have led to him not being able to score a century over the past couple of years. I think he's still darn good. He's just in a bit of a rut. Nice opening partnership for sure, 100%. Manav says 2 years ago we had the problem of opening. None of our openers could last, but now we have loads of choices. Agreed. Abdul says, was that your vaccine card taped to the back of your phone? Surprisingly not. My vaccine card's in my wallet. That's just another card. Ajad, your guess on the finalists of the T20 World Cup. India and West Indies I'm going for. India, West Indies in the final of the T20 World Cup. I got to remember what I say. T20 World Cup. I said West Indies and India. Yeah, those are the two sides I'm going to pick. I would like Pakistan to win. Everyone knows that. I'm going to support Pakistan. No questions asked. But I think India and West Indies are going to get to the final. Joy says, and to think both captains wanted to bowl first on this pitch and wanted to bat first in the first match. Yep, crazy. Rohit should control now. Rohit can fall for short balls too. He has tendency to hit all short balls. The thing is, right, if you're going to bowl at him, you should bowl at him closer to his neck, right? Or just in this region, because that will make it a lot harder for him to pull it correctly. These ones that Mark Wood is bowling, just smashing him. Moeen Ali into the attack. Ali into the attack. Great job. Interesting decision. Let's see how Moeen Ali goes. He recently did a fantastic, he's been playing fantastically well in the 100 as well. So hopefully that form translates. Someone says, wow, Rohit pulls Mark Wood in front of square leg. That's what I'm thinking, right? Exactly. Wow. Jason Lang, what are your thoughts on Australian T20 team? Finch, Warner, Smith, if they debut Labuschagne, Pat Cummins, Stark was already there. So Pat Cummins, that's 5-6 players that weren't there in Bangladesh, that were mostly not that weren't there in West Indies. It's a lot to think for Australia to think that they don't have many youngsters coming in compared to India, New Zealand, and England. They don't have as many young guns to take on these tours and stuff, right? I think once those guys come back, Australia are a very strong team. They just haven't performed as well in T20s as other teams. And say like Marcus Stoinis, yeah, that's not a bad shot. Where is it? Why hasn't Marnus? Yeah, I don't know why Marnus Labuschagne hasn't debuted. It makes no sense. I think Mitchell Marsh is a better player than Marcus Stoinis, so they might not go for Stoinis. They might stick with Marsh. Pound says, can Mayank Agarwal bat at number 3 or even Sky if Pujara falls? I don't know if India's going to drop Pujara or Rahane. That's going to be a tough call, right? Zepho says, what do you think in the final of World Test Championship will be? I think Pakistan and India have the best chances, Pakistan and India, but it could be any team, man. I don't want to call that. That's a 2-year tournament. I'm not going to call that. Manu says, have England risked Anderson's injury? Maybe they have. They thought it's Lords. We don't have Wokes. Let's use Anderson on this track and see how he goes. Yeah, someone says Moeen Ali will be going downtown by Rohit Sharma. We'll have to see. Maxwell, Stoinis too. Yeah, Stoinis, I don't think, but Maxwell for sure. 100%. Maxwell is a guy who Australia definitely needed. That's 6 players, Manav. That's 6 players in the Australian T20 team that aren't there right now. They definitely need them. Joy says Australia's T20 approach has been appalling. They have lost their most of the T20 series in the last 5 series, my friends. Last 5 T20 series they've lost. I've got a 58-second video or a 1-minute video short on my channel as well. A very quick over by Moeen Ali, by the way. A very quick over. Didn't even notice. Very quick over. And Curran to continue from the other end. It's the 30th over is about to begin. Where are we? 30th over is about to begin. So yeah, Australia have not been the greatest. Please do check it out. That's me doing a very quick review of Australia and Bangladesh. Any dark horse bets? Afghanistan for sure. In the UAE, Afghanistan 100%. Stoinis is more of a batsman than an all-rounder. Adil says covers coming on in the KPL match that stopped. Okay, cool. Jason Lang says, do you think Joe Root is needed? If Milan keeps doing Milanian things, then no. But because it's a spinning pitch, yeah, exactly. Spinning tracks, UAE and all that stuff. I would like Root in the squad. I would really like Root in the English squad. They need him at 3 if Milan doesn't perform very well, you know? Because everyone else from the England standpoint are hitters. And considering Ben Stokes might not be there, they've basically got all hitters and then they've got Milan. Rohit off the pads, and that's gone for a single down to square leg. 87 for 0. I'm going to make a slight adjustment. This is going to take me a lot longer. I'll try and add this in. Yeah, I think I can add this in. That's not a 15. Once again, going down leg, and KL Rahul plays it to backward square leg for another single. I'm just going to check what the best way of doing this is, because I want to also include the player scores, because it might help. It might help for viewers, you know. But I don't know how long this lasts. I don't know how long I'll continue this. Joyce says, but does Stokes actually matter for England in T20s with him being all over the place? That's the thing. Yeah, that's why I said. Sorry, let me rephrase what I said, because I think what you're saying is kind of getting on a similar point that I was trying to make. With the fact he's not fully okay, and the reason that, you know, he's a bit more he's not like a gung-ho player. He does take his time as well. He likes to stay at the crease. So if there's no Stokes and there's no Root, then Milan is the only guy England has. So for that reason, I think Root needs to come into the side as a potential replacement for Ben Stokes, because everyone else would be smashing it all over the place, you know. This time, once again, swinging into the pads, hitting the pads, going down past Joss Butler. That's gone for leg buys. 90 for 0. 91 for 0. Sorry, let me correct that. 91 for 0. Rohit Sharma is on 66. Rahul is on 16. There we have it. Adil says, Ajad, can you put the score up on screen? It's right at the bottom, my friend. It's 91 for 0. 30th over. Rohit on 66. Rahul on 16. A good shorter delivery there, and Rahul just defends it to short cover. The doctor says, Afghanistan, the dark horse. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. So, West Indies and India in the final. Even though I want Pakistan to win, but West Indies and India in the final, and Afghanistan as the dark horses. And then I'm doing this thing with Quality Shot on his channel. I don't know when the video will be up, but we're basically doing not a raffle, but basically we're picking 1 or 2 teams, and it'll be automatically picked out of a hat for us. And then we'll be supporting those teams from the Quality Shot perspective. Good fielding there by Sam Curran, even though that would have hit the stumps straight down the ground. And 30 overs gone. India are 91 for 0. 31st over. I was going to make a joke about sponsors, but yeah, don't have any yet. Rohan says, sir, is the pitch doing nothing for the bowlers? It's doing absolutely nothing for the bowlers. I agree. It's doing nothing for the bowlers. 16 of 84 for Rahul and 66 of 97 for Rohit Sharma. Great resilience shown by both batsmen, but Rohit Sharma has been the aggressor, and Rahul's like, I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to hang in there. Yeah. Batting masterclass for me is the KL Rahul innings so far. I think he's shown such class. But Rohit Sharma has just attacked whenever he can, taken any loose delivery and just smashed it. So yeah, great batting from both ends. Someone says, I really like those digital promotion banners on the field on the square. Yeah, I used to love the actual ones when I was younger, but the digital ones are really cool as well. Manav says, in my opinion, Smith doesn't make the Australian T20 team. Wade Warner Finch, Maxwell Marsh, Stoinis, my 6 batsmen, Cummins the all-rounder, Zampa, Stark, Hazelwood, Jai Richardson, the bowlers. Interesting. Let me just think about while I update the score. 92 for 0, 31 overs gone. 30.2 overs done. I think, I personally would bring in Labuschagne. I would like Labuschagne to come in. And instead of who, I would bring him in probably instead of Stoinis in your top 6. I would put Labuschagne at 3 or 4. I have Warner and Finch open. I have Maxwell at 3 or Marsh at 3. Oh, Rahul just going for a run for no apparent reason, halfway down the pitch and then sent back by Rohit. Yeah, good thing no runs there. And no wicket for India either. No wicket loss for India. So yeah, I would actually personally go, yeah, like I said, Warner, Finch, Maxwell or Marsh, then Labuschagne, then Maxwell or Marsh. And then who was the other guy you had? And then Wade, right? I'd probably have Wade lower down. I wouldn't want to open with Wade. I think Wade is the only keeper they can go with. Felipe hasn't showed anything. And I can't, and maybe Josh Inglis. Josh Inglis is a potential option instead of Wade, you know? So they go with Inglis and Warner at the top, and then they replace Stoinis with Labuschagne for me. But no, that's still a pretty solid side. There's no arguments there. 7-7 AJ 7-7 is Parkinson a good enough spinner to make a difference in the UAE? If Adil Rashid is playing and Muin Ali are playing, even in that case, yes, he is good enough. I just don't know if he's good enough for test cricket. For T20s, yeah, he's sure shot. He's good enough. Ball's a lot slower. He gets the turn as well. So yeah, and he has a pretty deadly googly. So definitely, man. 31 overs gone. Jason Lang says no one talks about South Africa more now. Do they have any chances? It's a tough one. South Africa's a tough cookie because I personally don't think South Africa's going to get into the semis. Okay, because I think India and New Zealand, I think, are in the other group, or England or whoever it is, they're probably going to get through. Not India, sorry. The other teams, the other 3 potentials, right, could easily go through. Afghanistan might even go through, okay? So I think South Africa has less and less of a chance to get through into the semis. That's my personal thought. They've got players. They've got very good bowlers, fast bowlers. They have very good spinners as well. They've got Tabriz Shamsi. They have the potential of George Linde, okay? With the batting, they have, what's his name? Kyle Verreynne. They have Aiden Markram. They have Van der Dussen. Maybe Bavuma plays. I don't know if Bavuma will play. Well, he's captain. He has to play, doesn't he? Is he captain? Yeah, he is captain. Yeah. So there's a few players in there. Quinton de Kock, quintessential de Kock is who I've missed in my lineup. So they're very good. I just don't think they'll be title contenders this time around, unfortunately. Joy says, has Labuschagne performed well in T20? He's played really well in the Vitality Blast, I must tell you. He was very good in the Vitality Blast in England. He played quite well in the T20s in Australia earlier this year or last year as well. So the definite contender, I'd say. Someone says very deep mid-on fielder for Rohit. Defensive approach there by England. Dude, Rohit is 67 of 101. They're going to go defensive approach 100%. McNay says Indian opening partnerships surviving 20 overs 2011 to 2020. 0 instances. Now 5 instances in 9 innings. Yep. Do you think it's largely due to Rohit Sharma? Or is it largely due to just the way India are playing now? Imran Tahir is retired from South Africa, right, Jay, am I wrong? I think he's retired, hasn't he? Adil says Afghanistan got a good chance. Rashid Khan bowling, batting-wise. Zazai, good bars. What's his name? I don't know if Qais Ahmed will play or Noor Ahmed will play. Mujib. They've got a few really good ones. So in a way, anyone in the top 8 can easily win. Anyone in the top 8 can easily win the T20 World Cup, 100%. Rohit Sharma on strike. Sam Curran running in around the wicket. Sorry, over the wicket. And this time, he pulls it short. Doesn't bounce much, but does seam in and hits Rohit Sharma's pad, thigh pad to be exact, and a dot ball. Thank you, everyone, for joining. By the way, please like, share, and subscribe or follow, depending on which format you are watching us, platform you're watching us on. It really, really does help the channel. And yeah, that's really cool. Thank you very much. Sman says, hi, Asjad, a patron. Oh, Sman, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I've got your video request as well, which I will get to in the next 7 to 14 days if everything goes well. So thank you for that. Also, I forgot to plug the Patreon. Who knew? Who knew I had to plug the Patreon? I will do it shortly. Just bear with me 2 seconds. 93 for 0. Rohit Sharma moves on to 68. He's batting very well so far. KL Rahul showing the courage, the bravery of not wanting to hit every ball and just stay at the crease. So yeah, what I was going to say with regards to the Patreon. So I started a Patreon. The link should be in the description below or on the channel. If you haven't checked it out, do let me know if you're interested, or do join if you're interested. It would be really, really amazing. If not, no problem. I love having conversations on here as well. That basically just, if you want me to react to videos, because I don't do reactions in general, and reactions, I have to figure out how to place videos in the middle of the screen properly and all that cool stuff. I'll have to, unfortunately, do it through Patreon, because I think that's probably the best way for me. So thank you, Sman, for reminding me. I completely forgot. Mohammed Khan says Afghanistan lack good pace bowlers. Otherwise, yeah, they lack pace bowlers, but that doesn't affect them as much in the UAE. They can go in with 3-4 spinners and 2 pacers. That's all they need. They need one all-rounding pacer, if they get one, and they need one genuine one. That's about it. Jay Slang says, I don't know. Yeah, Imran Tahir, I'm pretty sure he's retired from international cricket. Vignesh says, I believe that's due to Rohit, as he always scores double digits. Yeah. Madhurajan says, I want India versus New Zealand again, but India winning. Well, now that India has had a chance to play in England for quite some time, and they're playing quite well, yeah, I'm definitely certain that would be the case. Moeen Ali to Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma defends one again. Moeen Ali is bowling well. He's bowling wicket to wicket, exactly why he's brought into the side. Someone says, for the whole decade, Indian top 5 batsmen batting average was 42 or 45 something highest, and in 2021 it's in probably around 25 something. And Rohit Sharma does exactly what someone else said in the chat he was going to do. He dispatches Moeen Ali over long on, and I believe that's a 4. I'm pretty sure that's a 4. A brilliant shot. What a shot. Oh man, exactly with the flow over long over mid on. And that's gone for 4. What a shot by Rohit Sharma. He moves into the 70s, man. 72. 72, my friend. Sman says Rahul has shown a hell amount of resistance and defense. Yep, he's done really well. Jason, who will have best bowling side in the T20 World Cup? Give top 3. Ooh, good shot by Rohit through the covers. And that's a single. Well, actually, that might go for 2. Are they going for 2? Yeah, they've gone for 2. They've literally strolled it to that. Rohit Sharma moves on to 74. Top 3 bowling teams. Ooh. Got to put Afghanistan in there. Nah, I'm not going to put Afghanistan in there. Bowling-wise, I would say India, definitely. I'd give England, India, and possibly... Is that 70? Oh, 100 up for India. Well done. Wow, 100 up for India. Time flies, man. Honestly. Rohit Sharma moves on to 75. And this is the first 100 partnership for India in quite a long time, right? That's great. That's amazing. I would say top 3 for me. Top 2, I've just told you. Third one I'll have to think about will probably be New Zealand if I had to pick a team. Adil says, plus the pitch suits Asian teams, so might see Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, but love England or West Indies in the semis. Yep. By the way, Sean Tate is Afghanistan's new fast bowling coach. He is. Joy says it's getting darker there. Will the darn light meter come out this quickly? I hope not. I really hope not. Well defended. The last ball of the 33rd over by KL Rahul. And India get to 100, not out, after a very, very long time. Very long time. How is DK's coming? It's been pretty good. It's been pretty darn solid. Amana says these umpires stop the game a million times and at the slightest inconvenience and then go on to dock points. Yeah, it's harsh, but I get why. The spinners didn't bowl that much. So at the end of it, both of them kind of got docked. Rohit showing his class and worth. I told you Rohit will take Moeen Ali downtown. Yes, you did, Suman. You did it indeed. Sman says, my best bowling top 3, India, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. Wow. Someone says, good game, well played there by Rohit. 2 good shots back to back. Sman says, England is going to struggle in the UAE big time, man. But is New Zealand's bowling great enough for the UAE spinning pitches? I think if they play Santner and if they play Ish Sodhi, it's pretty darn good. Sodhi's pretty good, especially in the UAE. Sodhi's pretty darn good. 100 for 0. 100 for 0 for India. The 34th over has begun, right? Let me update that. 34th. 34th over. That's what I want to write. 100 for 0. Going well. Going well. And in terms of paces, who they have? They have Ferguson. They have the option of Adam Milne, who might not come in probably. They have Southey. They have Bolt. Yeah, New Zealand is my third for sure. Spandan Bhattacharya says, how good has Rohit been? Rohit has been great. Rohit has been fantastic. I'm going to reiterate what I said. For me, KL Rahul has done a better job of surviving at the pitch, but Rohit has taken the game to England and has scored runs and has been lucky. So Rohit's doing a fantastic job. Someone says, wow, 100-run partnership. Finally, long time coming for sure. This man says, man, you are a ball earlier than me. I think I'm a ball earlier than a lot of people because I'm watching in England. That's the only reason why. Thank you, everyone, for joining. 39 in the chat. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. It really helps everyone and sends this video to more people, and we can have much insightful conversations in the chat as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Karan to Rohit. Rohit plays it. Again, off the pads. Off the pads. Goes to long leg, and then another 2 added to the Indian total and to Rohit Sharma. Yeah, Sam Curran's not having a good day. Sam Curran definitely with the ball is not having a good day so far. This man says, by the way, did you check New Zealand's T20 World Cup squad and Colin Munro's overreaction? I haven't seen his overreaction. And I know, what's his name? Milne isn't in the squad. But if they've got Ferguson, they have Bolt, they have those 2 spinners, I think that's a pretty solid bowling lineup. 50 in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. It really helps everything. It really helps us push our content to more people. And everyone in the chat who are absolute legends, who make the conversation happen to go from 0 to hero. It's all you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. A bouncer by Sam Curran. And goes straight to the fielder. Many bounces to Moeen Ali at long leg. And that is 103 for 0. Rohit Sharma is on 78. Let me update the score here. Not the best bowling right there. Adil says Santner, Wagner, Lockie Ferguson, Bolt. Some lineup bowling for New Zealand. Yeah. I don't think Wagner will play in the T20s though, will he? This man says, come everyone, show some love to his... That's very kind of you, man. Very consistent in streams. No match footage, of course. Sub this channel if you love yourself some cricket. That's very kind of you, man. It's polite of you to do that. That's really kind of you. Much appreciated. It's 103 for 0. 1 ball left of Sam Curran's 8th over, and he's going at 4.5 and over. Can you imagine in a test match going at 4.5 and over? Dada on screen. Saurav Ganguly on screen. The BCCI chairman on the phone to someone. And that's awesome. I didn't know he was in England. If he's at Lord's, should I try and go to Lord's? It's 4.5 hours away. 3.5 hours away. A good fuller delivery, swinging into KL Rahul, who plays it with a straight bat to mid-on. 34 overs gone. 103 for 0 India, and doing a really, really good job so far. Thunderhay says, 58 watching. Please like and sub, guys. That's so kind of you, man. Amazing. Joy says, Azjad, about streaming. Do you know why CFA aren't streaming lately? They're busy. They had their summer vacations, but at the same time, they also have to prepare for school, which starts at the end of August. So they have to have teacher training stuff. That's my understanding of it. They're just busy with a lot of other stuff outside of YouTube, unfortunately. So that's why they haven't been able to stream. But I think they've been streaming so much regularly over the past year. I'm really impressed by the fact they've done it for a whole year straight off. Like, I've only been streaming since December, and I feel knackered, man. I had like a 3 to 4 week break as well. So yeah, hopefully they come back soon, because as you know, I'm a huge fan of CFA. I like try and push everyone to go watch their content. They're really good at what they do. So yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. Smayan says, man, for some reason, my stream on Sony Live just stopped. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'd love to show you the match, but I can't. Manu says, which cricketer's fan base you wouldn't want to annoy? I would never want to annoy the MS Dhoni fan base because I am part of that fan base. I would never want to annoy the... I wouldn't want to annoy the Sachin Tendulkar fan base or the Rahul Dravid fan base. Everyone else, I'm okay. If I need to, and if there's a logical reason behind it, I will. And I do it with Pakistan a lot. And the reason why I do it with Pakistan, because I know most about Pakistan cricket, then it's India cricket. Oh, sorry. Pakistan, then England and India are about the same. And then after that point, it's Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, etc. The least I know is genuinely about Sri Lankan cricket, especially in the last 10 years. Fantastic full delivery by Moeen Ali on his feet, on Rohit Sharma's feet, and he flicks it to long on for a quick single, for a very slow single, but at the end of it, it's a single, right? Moves on to what's the score? Moves on to 79. Moves on to 79, my friend. 104 for 0, 34.5 overs. Thunder Hayes says, did someone say CFA? Gabe is banned here. Mush is real. That's crazy. 80 in the chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. Much appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps the channel. It'll be awesome for you guys to get in the chat and have those discussions. It's really cool. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. 105 for 0 India at the end of 35 overs. I believe that's exactly 3 and over, if I'm not wrong. And Rahul moves on to 17 while Rohit Sharma is on 79. Fantastic batting so far. Great resilience shown by India. And England are in a bit of bother. 45 in the chat. Let's go. Thanks, man. What is your second favorite IPL team? Oh, it's between MI and RCB. And MI because of everything, and RCB because of Kohli and De Villiers. But I'll have to go MI because Bumrah is just Bumrah, man. Adil says, is Kyle Jamieson going to play? He's a treat to watch, but he's not as well refined in T20s as other players that New Zealand already have. 50 plus now. Yeah. Oh, 140. Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been a week. It's been exactly a week since this happened. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Doctor says probably Virat versus Rohit for T20 captaincy is the most annoying fan base discussion ever. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, that discussion isn't great. The worst discussion for Pakistani cricketers for Pakistan cricket is genuinely, should Shahid Afridi come back or not? Or should Shoaib Malik come back or not? Or Muhammad Amir is the biggest one. Is Kyle Jamieson? He's a decent T20 bowler, but I wouldn't put him as the first chance bowler for New Zealand. No way. Again, on the pads, he's getting the ball. Sam Curran is getting that ball to swing in to the right-handers, but unfortunately, that means he's getting hit for a lot of runs so far. A lot of runs down that leg side area. Which player's fan base you would love to annoy? Rashid Khan. I would love to annoy Rashid Khan fan base. It's just a pet peeve of mine. And obviously, Stuart Broad. And Moeen Ali. Damn, I've got a lot more of the annoying ones than the ones that don't annoy. Oh, inside edge, going down to fine leg, but no worries. It's just to Mr. Rohit Sharma, who moves on into the 80s. He is 81 right now, not out, batting like an absolute boss. Devyansh says, hi, Devyansh. Thank you so much for joining. Sahil Dixit said, nice commentary. Said, thank you, Sahil. That is very kind of you to say. 150 in the chat. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, that's a very nice comment as well. And please do type in the chat, have a discussion with everyone. And I would love to say hi to you. It's really kind of you to join. For me, wow, there's a lot of chat there. For me, it's Ben Stokes fan base. Ooh. Hamid is, by the way, a bit connected with India, right? Yeah. Gujarat, yep. Say hi. Well, hi, Devyash. Azad, you always choose basic first, Gallardo, and now MI. Come on, man. What can I say? Do you want me to go left field? I will go left field for you. SRH is left field for me. SRH is my third favorite IPL team. So SRH, here we go. SRH and then RCB. My top four, if I had to pick one. It used to be DC for before they became DC. It used to be Delhi Daredevils, but then it became DC, and I was like, they're really good now. They're not underdogs. They might actually beat Chennai, so let's not support them. Yes, yeah, I'm truly amazed. The opening partnership reminds me of the time when Sanjay Surya smashed 50, 60 odd, and his partner was at 1. I remember that. I don't know who the partner was. Was it? How long ago was this? Was it back? Oh, it would have been a while ago. But yeah, I remember I saw that on Cricinfo like a few days ago. Swan says, you are growing on YouTube, man. I'm happy for you. Thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you to say. I'm doing my best, and I'm glad people are enjoying my content so far. It's really nice of them to join. Is there any chance for a batting collapse in this venue? There is a chance for a batting collapse in every venue, Matirajan. In this case, I think India's fine. These two batsmen have found out exactly how to play on this pitch. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to get out. We're going to bat as long as we possibly can. Abdullah said, it's been a week since KL Rahul scored his last run. Adil says, I mean, threat as in danger, but yeah, you can say treat, as you said. Adil says, is a threat. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think he's a threat just because of his height, but he's not as consistent, and he gets bashed quite a bit as well. Yes, he can bat. Yes, he's very good with the line of length sometimes, but he's a very good ODI and test bowler. I think he just needs to refine him a bit more, get refined a bit more before T20s. That's my thought. Manav, hello, Divyansh. Welcome in the chat. That's really cool. The biggest question is Ahmed Shahzad going to come back again? I really hope not. Another fan base I really want to annoy is Ahmed Shahzad fan base. Control percentage of Rahul is still higher than Rohit. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. He's been so consistent. Thunder Hayes says, let's reach 100 likes, guys. That's so kind of you, Thunder Hayes. I hope so. If I get it, that would be amazing. Rashid Khan, yep. Hello, boss. Hello, Piyush. Thank you so much for joining. Laughter Express says, everyone do like the stream. See, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to do this. Piyush says, third favorite is another way of saying that my favorite team better than yours mathematically. Joy says India and England are the most likely teams to have batting collapses. Oh, whoa, Joy. I don't have my Pakistan flag or shirt or anything. Pakistan and West Indies and Sri Lanka more likely for batting collapses than any other team, right? Then you might get to India and England, yes. But those three, like, absolutely bombastically known for their batting collapses, man. Come on, Joy. I think so. I definitely think so. 81 and 18. At 108 for 0. Is this fate? I don't know. But that's great. It's, by the way, it's is it drinks? Or drinks happened a while ago? The match has just been going on. I think it's drinks. Yeah, it's drinks so far. England have not looked the greatest. Sam Curran and Mark Wood have been taken apart. Mostly Sam Curran, because he just keeps going on down the leg side and they keep hitting him 4 runs. Not 4 runs, but 4 runs. Span says my 4 favorite IPL teams, RCB, SRH, KKR, and KXIP. Nice. KXIP doesn't exist, unfortunately, but I know who you're talking about. Jay says Jofra, big miss for England. Yep. At the most important time. Ashes and the World Cup and this series, man. 50 likes. This 50 likes? Doctor, thank you for letting me know. I had no idea. Thank you so much. This is awesome. People are joining. The 70 in the chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Much appreciated. Mana says, would Ben Stokes announcing he would play for Australia be a bigger news maker than Messi leaving Barcelona? I think Ben Stokes playing, yeah, definitely. Leaving England, Ben Stokes would be not as big, but it'll be close. In terms of cricket sense, it's like Virat Kohli saying, oh, I'm going to leave India and go play for Pakistan. It's like that kind of news. Messi leaving Barca to me. Thunder Hayes says, KKR was my 8th favorite this season in IPL. Oh, I love it. Drive DL Gaming says, heart to you as well, my friend. Thank you so much. Moeen Ali to continue. 108 for 0. 36 overs gone. Exactly 3 run rate. And Moeen Ali to KL Rahul, who is 18 not out of 95. Fantastic. Oh, KL Rahul, back foot cut short, very late onto it. Wasn't able to hit it through the gap, but a dot ball. Nonetheless, the doctor says, Rajasthan Royals, those poor souls, no one likes them as a favorite team. I know Boomer likes them. The doctor Boomer is a subscriber and a viewer. He likes them, but he's not in the chat today, I think. Jason Lanka says, I don't think England rate this series as much as Ashes. Yeah, they don't. They don't. I agree with you. I rate this series quite highly because this is one of the 3 series that has 4 to 5 test matches, right? So I rate this series quite high, but England don't. They go T20 World Cup, sorry, Ashes, any sort of World Cup, any sort of world tournament, then everything else. Yeah. Manvinder Sandhu says, bye. Bye. Thank you so much for joining, man. Sman says, Ajad, if you want any reaction videos, you can contact me. You know my email address, right? Oh, an absolute peach by Moeen Ali. That was an absolute peach. It just went straight on with the hand. It wasn't, I think, was it an arm ball? Oh, no, it wasn't. It did drift away a little bit. It drifted away just enough and spun just enough to miss Rahul's bat. That was an absolute peach. Oh, it was full. It was just outside. Oh, Moeen Ali is getting drift. Moeen Ali is getting drift, and that's going to be the danger from Moeen Ali now. Oh, he's got that perfect drift. Oh, what a delivery. Just email me, man. Or Patreon, if you know what I mean. Manav says, no KKR slander will be tolerated. Spen says, Virat Kohli playing for Pakistan. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Quick single to mid-on, and KL Rahul retains his strike while Rohit is chilling on 81. Hello, Silver Rahul. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for that comment, by the way, as well. On the cricket, on the batting shorts. So appreciate that. Joy says, even Rajasthanis don't have Rajasthan as their favorite team. Mo is doing Mo things. Yep, he does Mo things all the time, man. Adil says, weird thing about Messi joining PSG is he has joined his rival, Ramos, Real Madrid player, to team with. Seen him have rivalry with Galacticos, but now as teammates going to be strange to take in. Yep, it'll be weird. It'll be very weird. I don't watch football. I just know about certain players, and that's about it. Laughing Express says, damn, that was a crazy ball. That was a crazy good ball, man. Honestly, it was a beauty from Moeen Ali. Sam Curran remains in the attack. I think Anderson definitely isn't 100% fit. Definitely isn't 100% fit. KL Rahul defends it to the fielder. There we have it. Silver Rahul says, do you think teams should be allowed to choose their 11 after the toss has been done and they know who will? I used to ask that question to my dad when I was younger, and he was like, no, because the idea is you build your team up in a way that you're open to both instances. So I would like to see that to happen, but I don't think it's something that would happen because strategically you'll have an advantage automatically as soon as the toss happens, right? The toss, yes, it's supposed to be 50-50, and that's why both teams are allowed to change their plans, right? Beforehand. But as soon as the toss happens, it's like, nope, you can't change anymore because you're going to play with these 11s. And it's just a strategy thing. If they allow that option, then strategically, the team batting first will obviously choose more batsmen, right? Under the conditions, based on all that good stuff. So I used to think this was something that should happen, but now I don't think it should happen. I would like to see it happen, but I don't think it should happen for sure. Again on the pads, Sam Curran, dude. I'm supporting India, but I'm still going to rave out about the fact you're just bowling on the pads over and over again. What are you doing? What are you doing? Rohit Sharma is still on 81 while KL Rahul moves on to 20. Oh, KL, man. KL. So Rahul said Ramos used to smash Messi's face all the time in Classicos. This man says, do you rate Bairstow? I don't rate him as a test batsman whatsoever, but he did well in the previous two innings, right? Manu says 9th and 10th team for IPL should be from Central India and Northeast India. Those regions need representation, but BCCI will make 2 more teams from West region, Ahmedabad and Pune. I've heard about Ahmedabad and Gujarat. No, Ahmedabad is the Gujarat one, right? Yeah. So Ahmedabad and Pune are the ones that they're probably looking at. Okay, controversial question for everyone in the chat. I don't do those very often. Do you think there should be a Kashmir team in the IPL? Because I've been raving about a Kashmir team in the PSL from the Pakistan side, right? Do you think there should be a Kashmir team in India? I would love to hear your thoughts. This is me shooting myself in the foot, by the way, because I should not be talking about this. I don't like talking about this, but I was just thinking, you said there's not enough representation for the Northeast. But do you consider Punjab as Northwest then? Just check it, because I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Does Punjab count as Northwest? Then you already have representation. Then you don't have to care about a Kashmir team or anything. I just wanted to hear any thoughts about, what people think about the chat. Oh, I've got Karthik Thiru writing stuff that I don't understand. Gibberish is not my first language. Should Rahul start scoring fast now? I think he can, but I don't think he needs to. Rohit's doing it, right? Jay says, is Root going? Yeah. It looked like bowling first made sense because of the conditions, right? But that they haven't made that much of a dent, unfortunately. Smayan said, oh, an absolute peach around the wicket. Rahul got drawn into it fully, but he was drawn into that one and he missed it. Rahul doing Sibley stuff for sure. Karthik, I'm really sorry. If you don't have a logical comment, I would have to block you. I'm so sorry, my friend. I would have to put you in a timeout. I put you in a timeout, my friend. I'm so sorry about that. But I had to. I really had to. Where are we? I've lost his comments, aren't I? Rahul doing Sibley stuff. He is. The doctor says, since What If is trending, what if India never had who all from current Pakistan, Bangladesh make the Bharat team? Wow. Who all from India will be left out? The doctor, that is a video. Like, that is like a 40-minute video. Like right now, the only players that come into the India team for me are Shaheen, Rizwan, and maybe Babar. Those are only three from the Pakistan all team, like T20, all that stuff. Those are the only three players from Pakistan. From Bangladesh, I would go Shakib Al Hasan. Shakib Al Hasan, 100%. Right? He needs to come into the side. No one else from Bangladesh. The rest, missing out from India. Again, it's not a popular decision. I think Rishabh Pant would have to miss out if Rizwan comes in. Or maybe they can play two keepers together. I think, unfortunately, not Shami, but Siraj will miss out. Siraj will definitely miss out. And then India will have to pick, do we go Shaheen, Bumrah, and Ishant, or you go Shaheen, Bumrah, and Shami? And then Ishant misses out, which doesn't make sense, right? Because he's got over 300 test wickets. So it's a really tough choice. It's a really tough call. I want to hear what everyone else is thinking. Pierce says Messi went from Barcelona to PSG, which means he will be playing in La Liga. So technically, he didn't leave France. Yeah, he didn't leave France, did he? Jason Lanky, Kashmir team in IPL, 100%. Adil says, yes, Silver Rahul. Yeah, okay. I don't want to talk about, like, if someone else is having a discussion, I'm not going to jump in there. But just, 112 for 0 at the end of 39 overs. I want to update that to the 40. And Rahul is on 21. No, Rahul's on 20. Rohit is on 82. He plays that one. KL Rahul, back foot punch through the offside. And that is a single to KL Rahul. He moves on to 21. And Rohit Sharma is on 82. Right. As a Gujarati, I would rather have no Gujarat team because last time this sucked. Someone else says, I don't know what you mean by should. Not all regions are financially viable for IPL. IPL more than anything is pure free market capitalism. Okay, fair enough. Suresh Rana for captain. I call for a Kolpak team in the IPL. The doctor said, don't do that to yourself, Ajat. Yeah, I know. This is the thing. I usually keep it off topic. The reason why I thought of this, the reason why it came to me was because someone mentioned the northern eastern province. So I thought northwestern. That's all. That's all I thought of. Babar would have played for India. I don't think so. If they got Virat Kohli, they're not like they're not going for Babar. I'm trying to find even one non-Indian player who will make it. This time straight on the hip, and KL Rahul plays it through square leg for another single. That's 114 for 0. India piling on the runs. Exactly what they needed to. 100 in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. Please join us in the chat. It really, really is a lot of fun. And the doctor and lost horribly in the first playoff. Barazam gets in. Shakib Al Hassan too. I don't know about the rest. Smayan says Tamim, Rohit, Babar, and Kohli, of course. Mushfiqur. Oh, I forgot Mushfiqur. No, but Mushfiqur. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Not in place of Jadeja. No, Jadeja. You might have to. Do you know what? You might have to consider that option. But I think Jadeja is a beast of himself. Like, over the past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, he's been outstanding, hasn't he? Joy says, I would not pick Shaheen in my team. According to me, he's overhyped. Oh, fair enough. I'm going the left arm angle because I'm thinking, who can India have as a left armer in Test cricket? And I think Shaheen, for me, is an option. But fair point. I get what you mean. Sarah says, we used to play this. What if when we were children, we used to imagine batting attack of Sachin, Dravid, etc., and bowling attack of Akram and Akhtar, we would be unbeatable. Yeah, I agree with you. If that was the... Pakistan's always struggled with batting, and India at the time was struggling with bowling, and for quite some time, that would have been really cool. Vishnut says, in that team, Shakir will be competing against Jadeja, so I don't think he will make it. Yeah, that's exactly what I think VKC said before. Shaheen, Bumrah, Ishant, take 3. If you can't play 3, bench 1, bring him in for another. Fair enough. Sman says, Azjad might not be able to watch it. No problem. That's fine. You've joined one. Even if you joined one ever, it's great. Thank you so much for joining, Sman. Silver Rahul says, since when have you been streaming this match? For how long will you stream? I'm streaming till the end of the session. The session has been extended, so I'm going to stream till the end of the session, which is in like 50 minutes, 55 minutes, something like that. I've been streaming for about an hour and 40, I think. Yeah. Pierce says, for Pakistan, Punjab is north. East. For India, Punjab is northwest. Geography. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. That's all right. That's all I needed. You can't touch, sir. Silver Rahul says, SIR. Okay. Can only one of Babar and Kohli be in the team? Can't they both? Would that create... I think that will create an imbalance because in Test cricket, you've got Rahane, right? The only person I think Babar can come in for is Rahane. If I was to put him in, and Rahane is great. So if India go in with Pujara, a beautiful Yorker by Sam Curran to Rohit Sharma, and I don't think that hit the foot. I think that hit the bat, and they shouldn't be going up. They should not be going up for DRS. I think that hit the bat and not the boot. 40 overs gone, 114 for 0. KL Rahul on 22, Rohit on 82. I don't think. Yeah, Root is not DRS in it. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, fair call. Good call there. I think it would create an imbalance that India can't afford. So I would go Pujara, Kohli, Rahane in the middle anyway. Or maybe Shakib comes in for Rahane. And that's where that extra bowling option kind of kicks in. But you're saying Shakib competes with Jadeja, so that's another kettle of fish, you know? You can't touch Sir. I think you meant Jadeja. Exactly, Doctor. As a Gujarati, I liked GL getting smashed by Kohli and ABD. That match was most favorite day in my cricket life. Wow. Thanks, Jay. Cute Adi says, hi. Pierce says, sorry, but Rizwan has scored most of his runs as an opener and Pant scored most of his runs as number 5 completely. In Test cricket, though. In Test cricket, he bats 6. Piyush. And Rahul coming down the track to Moeen Ali, smashing it over long off, and that's gone for 6. Good shot by KL Rahul. I'm getting so used to Rahul not scoring. It's crazy. 28 he is, and 2 6s. Moeen Ali being dispatched over long off for 6. So, yeah, I think for Rizwan, the reason why I have thought of Rizwan, because he's in the middle order. And if you think T20s, yes, Rizwan opens up. But in Test cricket, Rizwan doesn't open. That's my take on it. But if you're talking Pant and Rizwan, I can't pick. And I'm glad that team doesn't exist right now because I can't pick. I would have to go with either Rizwan or Pant. Or maybe even go absolutely bombastic. And I don't know why I'm saying bombastic today a lot. Absolutely outrageous. And, pick both. Picking both would be crazy. Crazy for me. But yeah, where are we? But no, I appreciate your comment there, Piyush. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for letting me know your thoughts. Someone says, what do they mean when they say hitting against the spin is tough? Do they mean it is tough to hit range shots or tough to hit in the gaps? I think it's tough to hit in the gaps. So just imagine something coming into you and pushing in the same direction is harder than pushing it in the opposite direction. You see what I mean? So very bad example is Tai Chi. They teach you that in Tai Chi. So I think it's that logic that they use with cricket as well. I hope that makes sense. And I hope that makes sense. Where are we? Andy says, good afternoon from Yorkshire. Great judgment from the Indian openers today. Yeah, so far they've been doing a great job. Fabulous job. And India are 120. Their partnership is 120 as well. And KL Rahul going on the back foot, punching that through the offside for a quick single. I think they've read the pitch well since they're coming out to bat. The first 5, 10 overs, they found out exactly what needed to happen. And then after getting set in, Rohit Sharma went after Sam Curran. Joy says, I would play Fawad Alam as number 6. Ooh. Oh, yeah, Fawad Alam. That's not a bad shout. Fawad Alam, that's not a bad shout at all. That's really good. That's really good, Joy. Maybe Fawad Alam instead of... it's a tough one. I would play Fawad Alam as number 6, and Pant can come to 5 and sack Rahane in tests. I think if I do that, I would put Fawad Alam at 5 and Pant at 6, right? Just because Pant is a bit more aggressive and comes in. Again, each to their own. Fawad Alam is not a bad option, man. That's pretty good. So is the ball not swinging much today? It is overcast, but the ball isn't doing much. It's doing a bit when the pace bowlers bowl, but it's not doing much. Abdullah says usually when you hit against the spin, the ball tends to go up in the air, which is risky. That's also the case. In terms of the risk factor, it's easier to, again, that's the thought process, right? That if you play with the spin, it's going to be a lot easier to smash the ball. But yeah, it is riskier. Yeah, agreed. Stay home. Yes, Rahamat SK, thank you for letting me know. That's great. That's a very good message there. Stay home. Jay Solanki says, wow. Doesn't say wow, sorry. When do you think India should try to lift up the run rate? Probably in the final session. No, earlier. They can bat the entire day. India needs to just bat the day. And Adil says, Moin Ali, when concentrating on batting, improved his batting. Now he's getting beaten by that. But Moin will come back with his batting, hopefully match Rohit's batting. Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. England won the toss and elected to bowl first. Quick single, great dive by the fielder, Mark Wood, but to no avail. And James Anderson, as I probably have mentioned, is back into the attack after a very long time, getting the rest that he needs because he's not fully fit, as we all know. Silver Hall says, if hitting gaps and accuracy is tougher, so if you want to bypass fielders and hit a 6, is hitting against spin easier? I think Abdullah just said it's meant to be riskier. That's the thing. You can do. I've seen Jack Callis do it like maddening, like inside out. Viv Richards used to do it. All right, but I think it's meant to be harder. It's meant to be harder. That's the big thing. But Piyush is probably going to give us a bit more insight because he's written a big paragraph here. Okay, that's not about this. It's really hit me hard when Pakistani fans are debating on Babar Azam in United Asia team, but where are Pakistan's fast batteries? It really sums up. Yeah, exactly. They're not right now. Pakistan's fast battery is not a fast battery at all. If you go 20 years back, I could tell you a pretty decent team for like the top 6 would have one Pakistani in. I would put Saeed Anwar or Muhammad Yusuf somewhere in there. One of them in there. I probably wouldn't put Inzamam, right? One of them goes in there, and then in the bottom 5 you have 2 to 3 Pakistanis, and then you have 2 Indians in there as well. So spinners probably go to India because Saklan Mushtaq didn't play enough. So you got Kumble and Harbhajan as the spinners. But if we go Sri Lanka as well, that's just shocking. But if we go down this route, then it'll be 2 to 3 pacers and then 2 spinners. That's how I see it, at least. So the 2 spinners are Indian. 1 pacer from India, maybe Zahir Khan because he's coming back, and then 2 pacers from Pakistan. But yeah, pace battery nowadays is not the greatest. Shivraj says heart. Thank you, Shivraj. Ambika, thank you very much for your message. Oh, another beauty from Anderson. As you can see there, it's not swinging that much, but it's swinging just enough. Bishop says, I don't know if you remember, but there was a team called Asia 11. Yeah, there was. Playing against Africa 11 in the mid-2000s. I was genuinely watching that game, or in my sleep, I was watching that game. I turned it on, and then I fell asleep in about 5 minutes because it was like 3 a.m. or something. But yeah, I've seen that. It's on YouTube. It's really cool. Ball was swinging 1.3 to 1.5 degrees in the first session. It's not swinging that much anymore, is it? But England would have liked to capitalize in that first hour. That would have helped them. The doctor says, I think you should make a what if video in line with the two teams that India sent to Sri Lanka and England. Ooh. The doctor. Screenshot. I will see if I can do that. I might. Oh, I don't like using popular stuff and then trying to use it as my own. I could say just what if and then ... and then do like cricket stuff. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea, doctor. It's a very, very good idea. I will see if I have time. I've actually been thinking of doing like a Q&A thing every week or every couple of weeks as well, which might have to take a back seat because of the busyness and all that stuff. But yeah, that's a pretty good option. That's pretty cool. I keep thinking about this because leg spinners seem to dominate over off spinners in T20s. It is the other way around in Test cricket. Yeah. When the toss was delayed because of the rain, I thought, what is the point of waiting for the toss? Why not just give the toss to Root? It is not like Kohli's going to win it. Oh, that's hilarious. Muhammad Mufassil says, Malu Gaming, are you okay? Support. Great. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new to the channel, which I think you are, please like, share, and subscribe to Cricket For Us 2.0. It helps the channel. It helps us grow. And then we can do more call-out videos if you want us to. 1, 2, 3 for 0 after 42 overs. By the way, just wanted to mention the score. And I believe Rohit is on... What's Rohit on? Rohit is on 83. And Rahul is on 30, if I'm not wrong, but I could be. I could definitely be wrong right now. Adil says Pakistan versus West Indies starts 3:45. Yes, it does. It does. It's about to start shortly. I'm not going to be watching that today, as in right now. I want to watch it later tonight. And hopefully I will have some of you guys there with me. So that'll be nice. Quality Shots, make sure to like and sub, peeps. Thank you very much, everyone. Much appreciated. Thank you, Quality Shot. Please do check out Quality Shot as well. Great channel. Do a lot of collabs with him for sure. Silva Rahul says, which website do you get the stats of degrees of swing from? I think BCCI's website does stuff, right? Crick Viz does stuff. And right. Yeah. So I won't be streaming that in the first session. I'm planning on doing the third session if there is a third session. Piyush says Asians equals leg spin, googly flipper, arm ball, dusra, carom ball, etc. Rest of the world equals just sweep. Joy says, just as Anderson comes in for bowling, his friends Dark Clouds come also for him. They have, haven't they? They definitely have. Laughter Express, just bear with me 2 seconds. Wood to Rahul. Rahul defends it back. And that is another dot ball. Let me update the score. I think it's 124 for 0, not 123. And Rahul is on 31. Rohit on 83. If it is Asia 11 match in England, Rohit Karunaratne, Babar Kohli, Rahane, Rizwan, Pant, Ashwin, Bumrah, Ishant, Hassan. Ooh, Hassan, really? That's an interesting call. I would have gone Shaheen in the UK, but Hassan's not a bad shout either. Hassan's great. I missed the match. How has Rahul been? Iffy or very solid, man. Night Watchman Cricket Channel. If it's Surya or if it's I'm like very solid, very, very solid. 2 to kill Rahul down to extra cover, and that's another 2 runs. So KL Rahul's looked really good as well. Both of them have batted very, very well so far. Matirajan, have you already talked about those shorts you uploaded? Congrats on that medal. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matirajan. Really appreciate it. I haven't talked about the shorts yet, but I appreciate everyone's technique analysis and everyone kind of providing love on those videos, because one of them has gotten like 100 views now. Not 100, like 300 views or something like that, 200 views. So I'm really glad. Thank you, everyone who has checked those out. It's really cool. Thank you very much. And do give your insights on down there in the comment section of those videos, because I really want to get better. Like I said, it's my journey. What I'm planning on doing is getting better with my batting, keeping my bowling consistent, getting fitter, and then play in our club season next year, inshallah. So that's the plan. That's the reason why I started uploading the videos. And I'm planning on doing some collabs with a couple of really cool people as well. But that's not anytime this month. It'll be probably next month or so. But no, appreciate that, Mati Rajan. Thank you so much. Silverall says, I also used to call Jimmy Cloud a stud, but in the India tour, no batsman could score off him. I realized he does not need Clouds to bowl well. He does great. CricViz analyst does a fantastic job as well. Does a fantastic job, man, honestly. Those guys on Twitter are crazy good with their stats. Jay says, do you think Anderson is GOAT? And if not, what he has to... I'll tell you what. I'll tell you exactly what he needed to achieve to be called GOAT. Is if he bowled most or almost all his career against the Australian, Indian, and West Indian greats, he would be called GOAT, which is why Glenn McGrath is considered by a lot of people as GOAT. I haven't decided yet. So that's what he needed to do. But he is one of the greatest of all time in test cricket bowling, full stop. That's for sure. But to be the best, I think he needed to bowl to Lara, Tendulkar, Steve Waugh, Mark Waugh, Border, go back, Azruddin, Dravid, all these guys a lot more. He's done that for half his career, but his career has boomed mostly after 2010, 2011, right? So that's why it's very hard to kind of put him in that. But he is up there. I just don't know if he's the greatest, if you know what I mean. Shirang Shinde says, Jay, thank you so much, Shirang Shinde, for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It is awesome that you're here. Muhammad or MD Riaz says, IPL कितने दिन है आएगा आज तक के मुख्य ताबिश खेलेगा. I genuinely don't know what you mean. But IPL starts on the 17th of September, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere around that. Thank you so much for joining. Bangladesh, Shakib Mukta, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Adil says, Windies Cricket YouTube channel gonna commentate on test matches. No! I'm competing. I shouldn't be competing. They're so much bigger than I am. But thank you so much, Adil, for letting me know. I had no clue. That's awesome. Joyce says, the one you got out was a real stinker. Yeah, that wasn't the best of shots. Soham here. Good to hear that about Rahul. Yeah, thank you, Soham. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining, by the way. It's really kind of you too. Join being really like one of the big cricket watch-along channels, in my opinion, of cool people. So yeah, thanks so much for joining, man. You got CFA, you got Night Watchman cricket channels, you've got Akash Chopra now doing it, got the York Radio, which I've been looking at as of late. There's 190 in the chat. Thank you everyone for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. James Anderson gets Rohit Sharma with a pitch. Oh wow, oh what a delivery. It's just back up, just at a good length, and seeming it, I think it just went on with the angle. I have to look at the replay once again. That was an absolute beauty from Anderson. The gap between bat and pad, Rohit Sharma went through it, hitting top of off. Oh, it just seamed in. Oh, it seamed in, hit his thigh pad, and then on to the off stump. Oh, James Anderson gets Rohit Sharma. Oh, what a delivery by James Anderson. Oh, that's a wicket. Oh, that is a wicket, my friend. Rohit Sharma with a fantastic 83 goes. Oh, that's unlucky. He's played so well. He has played so well. But Rohit Sharma is gone. Oh, no. Oh, man. That is unfortunate. That was an absolute beauty. Absolute beauty by James Anderson. What are your thoughts? Excited, but I really don't want T10 or the 100. I want T20 if it does happen. Make it 100 likes. Thank you, the doctor. I hope so. I hope that happens for sure. Mustafa Zero Man says, IPL khelega. Why, Jane? I think he should. Unless, there's a tour in Bangladesh happening. And he says Rahul has turned into Jeff Boycott, but it's working. It is working. It is working. Shahul Hassan, all-rounder IPL. He might do. This is the thing. He might consider IPL more important than playing for Bangladesh, but that's up to him. I got no clue, unfortunately. Which all cricketers' autobiography have you read? If you did, can you recommend some? Mushtaq Ahmed was really good. Imran Khan was probably the best one. Shahid Afridi's was funny. So I would recommend Imran Khan's 100%. I would recommend Imran Khan's the first one. Yeah, the first book that Imran Khan had, the autobiography. That's the one I would suggest. I forgot the name of it. If I remembered, I would have told you. But yeah, that was a great ball. 100%. Oh, where are we? Oh, Night Watchman says Rohit could have only got out to that ball. Yeah, he's been playing great, hasn't he? Sujit Fact says hi. Hi, Sujit Fact. Thank you so much for joining. Joy says Rohit once again misses out on a Senna 100 when he batted so well. Somewhere else, I'm not confident of India's middle order. Neither am I, my friend. But I really hope they score. I want Kohli to get 100. As of now, what are your thoughts? Is he GOAT now? Still no. That's what I'm saying. He's one of the greatest of all time. I just can't put him as the greatest of all time. Well batted though, Rohit. Yeah, he played well. Who mushed Rohit? It wasn't Andy. I'm telling you, it wasn't Andy. It wasn't me either. He's getting the ball to just move in and out as well. Oh, he's great. That was heartbreaking for sure. Yeah, that would be cool if he does. Mohammed Khan says West Indies have won the toss and chosen to bat first. Rain expected later in the day. My session, the session I'm going to stream or I'm going to do a watch along, it's not going to, it's going to rain the entire. That's my luck, isn't it? But yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Mohammed Khan. I'm going to check the teams out shortly as well. So that's really cool. Thank you so much for letting me know. Adil says, means will Tabish Khan play in IPL? Oh, no. This is why you love Test cricket. You need a peach delivery to get a class batter out for sure. He says nowadays there's a lot of debate in Pakistan for number 5 position since neither Fakhr or Shadab being effective. Who, according to you, will fit in ODIs? I think Sarfaraz is better in ODIs. I think Sarfaraz should be given a chance again in ODIs. So yeah, I would bring in Sarfaraz Ahmed into the middle order for Pakistan. Fawad Alam, he's good. I just don't think Pakistan would look at Fawad Alam. He hasn't been in the ODI side of things for over 10 years, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, that's the honest truth. KL Rahul 50 plus kaam karega. I hope so. I hope he gets a 50. He's batted really well. The only one I want to read is David Warner's tell-all book. Oh, that'll be awesome. Night Watchman says Shahid Afridi's was funny in one because I'll tell you this. The thing that I find funny is the fact that his age was his boom boom shots, him trying to hit sixes or hitting the most sixes in ODIs, and the fact that his age was always a dispute. He actually made the same mistake in his autobiography, right? In that biography book, right? Edge by KL Rahul, and that's gone for a single down to third man. Don't worry, I'm not going to react too aggressively now because I know people get scared every time I'm like, oh, and they're like, oh, you thought it was out and all that stuff. I'll try and be more calm. But yeah, even in his book, he hasn't actually highlighted how old he is. He's tried to say in 1975 or 1978, I was born, and then I was 20 when I debuted for Pakistan. Or worse stuff. I can't remember exactly. It's things like that I found funny. On top of that, he's taken out. Everyone who's kind of in touch with Pakistan cricket knows that there were great disputes between the more tenured players and Saqlain Mushtaq, Shahid Afridi, Shoaib Akhtar, and when Imran Nazir and Shoaib Malik came in, there was like a huge disparity. They were not treated fairly whatsoever for the first year, 2 years. None of that is mentioned, and that's what I found funny. Mohan Medar says Rohit out on 83. Yes, unfortunately, but he played very well. Thank you so much for joining, by the way. Really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. That would be really cool. New Zealand, Bangladesh T20s. Yeah, it's mid-September, isn't it? Pakistan batting first. Thanks, Fazan. Thank you very much. People in the chat, do check out Quality Shot as well. Great channel. And does tennis, cricket, and boxing. And is going to do some live streams and watch-alongs for this game as well as the Pakistan West Indies over the course of the next few weeks. So do keep an eye out for that. Bike ke bolta sawal. I have no idea what that means. Video like karega. Okay. Thank you. Much appreciated. I just hope Anderson doesn't walk through Indian middle order. I always want Anderson to bowl well. I just never want him to keep bowling well. Silver Rahul says Rohit missed out on a century. Even Tendulkar does not have a century at Lords. Yep, he does not. It's unfortunate, but we'll have to see how these guys go. And KL Rahul, a beautiful back foot punch through point, and that's gone to the boundary. A great shot by KL Rahul. 100%. A very good shot. 132 for one. And KL Rahul is now on 39. Slowly moving towards that 50 mark for sure. Quality Shot says, hopefully should be doing both matches at 5:45. So in 2 hours, everyone in the chat, in 2 hours, Quality Shot will be doing a watch along if you do want to catch them up. I don't know if Night Watchman Cricket Channel are doing one at the same time. If they are, do check them out as well, because they usually do third sessions. So yeah, please do check out those channels. That'll be pretty cool. Andy says, another couple of wickets, and I would say it's fairly even. Yep. I doubt our batsmen, apart from Root, have the judgment Indian openers had. And an outside edge by KL Rahul goes through the gap right next to the slip, has gone for another boundary. KL Rahul's realized that because he's in, now he needs to score runs, and Pujara needs to play a Pujara-esque innings, right? That's probably the plan. Now Pujara's here. Let Pujara do what Pujara does. Mohammad Khan says Fahim Ashraf comes in for Naman Ali. Otherwise, it is the same team. So Abid Ali, Imran Bhatt, Azhar Ali, Babar Azam, Fawad Alam, Muhammad Izwan, Fahim Ashraf, Hassan Ali, Shaheen Afridi, and Yasir Shah, right? And Muhammad Abbas, obviously, Muhammad Abbas. Do not say he edged it for a single. I thought he was gone. Okay. All right. I'll try not to. No Shea Hope for the Windies. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, as soon as someone said my heart came out, dude, I'm sorry. 136 for one. Yeah, no edges to catches. Okay, it's all right. Every time someone says my heart goes or my heart comes or something, I think of my heart goes. It's a song. I can't remember what it's called. It's probably called My Heart Goes from like ages ago, like 16, 17 years ago. Salam namaste. Sorry, off topic. Sorry. Jason Lang says, Azza, do you think dark red ball is not that visible? It is. It's still visible. It's the Duke's ball, and the game was created in England, right? It is visible, but maybe there is some issue with regards to the floodlights with regards to the Duke's ball. I definitely have a thought that's the case. 200 in the chat. Yes, the doctor. I'm super, super happy, super excited. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. It really helps us get connected to a lot more people, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, to connect to as many people as I possibly can and talk about cricket, because that's my passion, man, honestly. Adil says, will Fazan stream? Yes. I think he'll stream the second session, 5:45, so like 2 hours. That's too high. Anderson. No need to appeal for that. I like West Indies jersey. It's really good. Yep. Thank you very much. Quality Shot. No Numan Ali. Why? I think they've gone with less spin kind of thought process, because Fawad Alam can bowl left arm spin. Oh, they've gone for a review. That was very loud. DRS underway. Ooh, what's going to happen? I thought that was high. I genuinely thought that was high. Night Watchman said, oh, dressing room problems. I liked how Sachin wrote about the 194 declaration in his book. Even De Villiers wrote about his issue with color quota in his book and how it affected the team. Yep. He just didn't dive too deep into it. That was that to me was funny. No Shea Hope. Gabe would be happy. Well, the doctor can afford their wow. Edging through slips was my only shot. Oh man, crazy. Pierce says, you were lucky to born in the golden ball era of Pakistan. Yeah, I definitely was. And alhamdulillah, thankfully, we saw some great things, and now we're not seeing as great things. Yeah, missing the top of middle and leg. Don't know why they reviewed it, but they had to. DRS is notoriously inaccurate on the height of the ball. It is accurate on the line of the ball, for sure. Yeah, it is. The height, I've seen that issue so much. So much. Quality Shot says, have you heard about the shocking accusations about racism in South African cricket? Oh, yeah. Racism against black people or racism against white people? Which way around? I haven't read or seen anything about it. I will check it out, though. Check out for sure. Adil says, left the England game only to put the Pakistan West Indies game on BT Sport 1. Nice, man. Nice. I'm probably going to watch the game, the Pakistan West Indies game, after the end of this session, but I'm not going to be streaming it. I'm going to, inshallah, if everything goes well, I'm going to stream tonight for the third session. So do join me if you're interested in that game. And he says, I once took 2 wickets for no runs. Both my 3-year-old grandkids were very upset. Andy, oh, that's hilarious. I'm actually tearing up because that's funny. Wow. Oh, that was good. That was great. Thank you so much for that joke. Oh, I love it. Oh, my eye. Anderson to Pujara, to Rahul, obviously. And it swung in, but it's a bit wide on his pads. And he just dispatches it through mid-wicket. And running for 3. Yeah, they've taken 3 there. The score moves to 140 for 1. Pujara is on 1. And Rahul moves swiftly on to 46. Now taking the aggressive approach as Rohit Sharma got out. Quality Shot says, so recently Firdaus for Cricinfo was doing articles on it against black people. It's shocking. I won't explicitly say it here. All right. Yeah. What's up me the articles? I'm going to check that out. That's crazy. So Rahul says, yes, South Africa is having a truth and reconciliation committee for cricket like during Mandela's time. Woof. Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. Ajit Kumar Dangi says, Oni? Thank you for joining. Much appreciated. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad people are in the chat. There's over 100 people in the chat. Thank you so much, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. It really helps us push to better barriers, through barriers, and people get on and we chat about cricket and hang out, and it's a lot of fun. Also, Himant Kumar CN says, KL is doing a great job. KL is definitely doing a great job. Thanks, Suzanne. Listen to, yeah, I'll check that out. That's the great cricketer, isn't it? I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check that out for sure. Whew. Last ball of the 46th over about to happen. Let's see how things go. Salim Khan says, hi, sir. Hello, Salim. Thank you so much for joining. Really kind of you to join. Really kind of everyone who's joined us. It's over 170 people in the chat right now. Thank you very much. You're all amazing human beings. Thank you very much. And not to copy anyone, aka Quality Shot, you guys are all legends. But I don't say that. That's a Quality Shot dialogue, which you can hear. And you can also be called legends over and over again if you do go watch his stream in about 2 hours time. Thank you very much for joining, by the way. Piyush says, one curious question. How do you differentiate between your fake and real laugh? I think the best person to ask that is my family, because 2 people in my family, at least 3 people in my family, my wife, actually, let me rephrase that. My entire family, so my wife and my brothers and my parents can always know when I'm doing a fake laugh, which is not great because I'm like being polite and they're like, oh, that's a copyright claim has been activated. For me? For me? What? Has my video been, what? Is that what you're talking about? Have I got another strike? I can't see. I can't see. I'm just putting the video on. There's 150 likes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's joined. Wow. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone. Oh, man. This is crazy. Awesome. Yeah. So, Piyush, yeah, basically, Pora. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So, yeah, Piyush, basically, the only distinguishing factor might be that if it's a proper real laugh, then I fall over. Otherwise, usually it's fine. I can't, like, I'm not going to tell you on here how I do it because I genuinely don't know. I'll examine it. I'll ask them and then they can tell me and then I can tell you. Adil says, Azad West Indies YouTube channel is going to have radio commentary. Yeah, I heard you mention that earlier. Your video is on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Night Watchman. Much appreciated, man. Thank you very much. Joy says, poor Azad. Yeah. From me, just joking because of the legends remark. Don't. Oh, my God. Fazan, don't do that, man. Because the thing is, yeah, I've already got an active copyright strike, right? And I'm absolutely panicked about it because if I get a strike on a live video, I can't do live streams, and that's just, oh man. Harvinder Singh, that is very polite of you to say. Unfortunately, I can't show you the match because then my channel gets striked. Well, it gets striked anyway. But yeah, so unfortunately, I can't show you the match, but you're more than welcome to join us in the chat. I would refrain from any foul language though, but yeah, in the end, you can join us and enjoy the view of us all talking about cricket. It's 140 for 46.3 overs. Wood to KL Rahul. That's an inside edge for a single, not for four. An inside edge for single, the 47th over. And KL Rahul moves on to 47 not out of 129 deliveries. Where are we? Your heart came out. Yeah. Jason Lang said, as that Jimmy don't have to bowl to such a... But there will be no GOAT after... Yeah, well, yeah. That's the thing. I can't let that. That's what I'm saying. For me, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion about greatest of all time. For me, James Anderson is in the group. He's not the greatest. If you genuinely ask me, I would even go as far as saying, Glenn McGrath is one of those guys. Malcolm Marshall is one of those guys, right? Larwood was one of those guys. Okay, there's so many. Like, you have to go back. You can't say greatest of all time straight away. But I would put Anderson in the same bracket. So yeah, he is one of those, 100%. Adil says, prefer watching you or quality shot and mute TV sound. Just watch action on TV, but listen to your Fazan. That's really kind of your deal. That's amazing. I think that's one of the best things about me being able to do this, because talking about cricket is just so much fun. So much fun. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. So thank you so much. Fifth Vlog says Asharaf. Okay. Quality shot laughs for a long time. All right. Cool, dude. I'm glad you're finding stuff funny, Fazan. And for all people concerned, Fazan also figures it out, which is really annoying. He only gets it right like 20% of the time, but he figures it out if it's my fake laugh or serious laugh as well, which is not good from my perspective, but only about 20%, not all the time. So 142 for 1 at the end of 47 overs. India are looking good so far, looking strong. They're going at just over 3 and over, but the run rate does not matter. It's the fact that they've still got 9 wickets. We've got, 25 minutes approximately till tea. So I'm going to stay here till then. But India so far are doing a pretty decent job with the bat. I'm quickly going to check the West Indies team as well, by the way. So West Indies have gone with Brathwaite, Powell. Everyone else makes sense. I knew Warwickon was going to play. I knew they were going to go with an extra spinner. But that's crazy. Wow. And Pakistan, yeah, that seems like a logical side to me. Abdullah says you need to be called a GOAT by your peers and rivals to be the real GOAT. All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm happy with that. Keshav in the chat, hey bro, nice traction today too. Thanks, man. I didn't look, but thank you very much. Hopefully I can get it sooner rather than later. Oh, okay, that's gone through for 4. It's gone through for 4, but it was an outside edge, goes through the 2 slips there, and it goes for 4, and Pujara moves on to 6. That was an edge by Pujara, right? James Anderson, outside edge, and it goes through. Yeah, so that's a wide slip or a gully, whatever that is. It went through that gap. If there was a third slip, that was straight into their hands. Oh, unlucky England there. And Rory Burns just couldn't reach it in time. But no, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Keshav. Just hope it doesn't do the same thing. It happened the last time I had amazing traction on the channel. Mark Wood bowled at 130. Glitch in the matrix. Oh, it's hilarious. Pujara, you don't need to take singles, dude. Play your game, your natural game. Joy says, no Campbell. Han Solo won't be a happy chap. No Campbell, no hope either. Silver Rahul says, in the match where I saw Wood bowl, he kept falling down in his follow-through up every time. Does he still do that? He had no balance follow-through because he absolutely... Yeah, he does do that if he's trying to bowl like absolute pace. But even now, he bowled 94 miles an hour right at the start. But if he's bowling later in the innings, I think that's when he starts falling over a little bit. My heart came out definitely that time. Ah, good delivery by Anderson and well defended back by Pujara. Silverall says, I never understand why they don't have slip corridors like Australia did. So many edges go through there. Would be so many catches. Yep. Oi, pants. I don't swear. I just say pants, which means cow, I think, or buffalo, or one of them. So I just say pants. But yeah, that was close. Apologies for what I just did, but that was so close to Rory Burns' left hand. Another beautiful delivery, well fielded by backward point, and that's 2 runs to Pujara. No, just a single. Sibley dives at that one. Oh man, that's great. 147 for 1. Pujara moves on to 7. That was a good dive by Sibley. Good dive there. Where are we? Have I missed a comment? No, I haven't. Jason like said, Azad, it will happen a lot of times. Don't shout every time. Should when wicket is confirmed. All right, sounds good. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Azad, do you just cricket or are you a WWE fan? Bring SummerSlam. But what culture does it anyway, Adil? Right? I'm a huge WWE, AEW wrestling fan as well. But cricket, like, that's the channel, right? My thought is, inshallah, if whenever I reach a certain amount of subs, and I've been doing this a while, I will start a wrestling for you, a wrestling for us channel eventually as well, or words to that effect. But not right now. Right now is kind of difficult for me to do that. I'm getting a lot of phone calls, getting a video call. Yeah, I can't take that call, unfortunately. What's more shaky, Pujara at the start or Japan? Keshav, that is just California. Yeah, there we go. Sotsi says Roman Reigns is carrying Yeah, he definitely is carrying WWE right now. He's carrying WWE right now, for sure. How do I... just give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. Guys, sorry. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, I had to take that call because I'm playing cricket tonight. Having a net session in about 2.5 hours. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Where are we? Jay says, no, I was just saying you can do whatever. You can also dance on wickets. We haven't seen that from you. We would love to see it. Live performances of dance. I haven't done that in quite some time. But no, that's that's cool. Thanks for that. It's hard to pick a GOAT given the changing pitches and equipment over the ages. All we really know is that they're probably from Yorkshire. Andy, I knew you were going to say that. Quality Shot says, don't get bold again. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm going to have a decent next session. I'm going to have to charge my phone as well because it's almost out of battery. Charge my phone and then take my tripod and see if someone can video myself and see what content I can get out this time around. Yeah, that'll be cool. Thank you very much. Abdullah says, okay, who can read lips and tell us what Azjad is saying on his phone? All I said was, dude, I'm doing my stream right now. Yes, I can do a net session at 6:30. I'll see you then. Rohit is out. Yes, Rohit Pal. Yes. Yeah. He's gone. He got out for 83. He batted very, very well. But end result, he got an absolute beauty from James Anderson. It pitched, moved in, and just hit the thigh pad over across onto the stumps as well. So yeah, it was gone. Joy says, what's been happening in wrestling lately? I was once a diehard fan of WWE, and then I got into New Japan is amazing. Pro wrestling, and just lost interest in due to COVID. I stopped watching altogether. Do you know what? I watch AEW and WWE. I know about what's happening in New Japan mainly because I watch What Culture Wrestling, like 4 videos of theirs almost every day. Minimum 2 videos of theirs every day. So yeah, I'm kind of caught up with a lot of the WWE kind of stuff and the AEW. New Japan, I just know it's really good, and I've seen a few, like what do you call them? The Winter Dome. I forgot what it's called. The January, the start of the year tournaments. I've seen the one where Jericho and Moxley had a match, I think, or Omega and what's his name? Oh, that guy, the blonde guy, I forgot his name. But basically, yeah, I watch a bit as well. Quality shot that he was saying on the phone that quality shot is. I'm not even going to say it, Fazan. Rohit Pal says, my lovely batsman, Rohit Sharma. Yeah, he played really well. Played really well. Adil says, AW going to have Punk and D. Bryan. Yeah, they're going to have both of them. And probably Adam Cole as well. WWE Thunderdome might come back. I really don't want Thunderdome to come back. I did not like it. I like people in the crowd. I enjoyed it for what it was, but now that we can have a crowd, I don't think they should go back. Adil, not at all. 136 in the chat. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please, if you haven't done so already, like, share, and subscribe. Robinson to Pujara running in. An absolute beauty and well left by Pujara. Oh, man, that just swung out and seamed in. It was outrageous how beautiful that delivery was. And Pujara knew exactly what he needed to do. Left it alone with a passion. Well left. Well left there. Thunder Hayes says, close to... Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, everyone. Wow, that's amazing. Adil says, Eddie Kingston, Moxley, great tag team. Yep, very good. BattleBots, Robot Wrestling. That's really interesting. To the future. I mean Okada. Yes. I mean Okada. And I mean Wrestle Kingdom. Thank you, Joy. That tells me you're a fan, man. You're a fan. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, I watch all of those. But again, with cricket, it's really hard to watch the entire show. So I watch the ups and downs, which is where my initial idea of ups and downs for IPL games came about when I was doing it last year. But then I realized ups and downs are going to be very difficult for me to do every time. So I stopped doing those. But it's something that I really want to get back into again because that format is amazing. Doctor says, only to Pujara, can you say well left? Everyone else, I'd be like, what's happening? Ah! Yeah, you can definitely see Pujara's technique has not altered, but he's just, yeah, Nick Knight is doing it. I don't need to explain it. But long story short, Pujara's bat, rather than going like this, now goes like this, which is why he was caught the way that he was in the previous game by Jimmy Anderson in that delivery. So yeah, definitely Pujara is not his eyes are not over the ball. His bat is ahead of him. His eyes are behind it. So yeah, definitely there's a reason why Pujara is struggling from what Nick Knight is kind of saying on TV right now. I don't know if you guys can see Nick Knight talking about this, but this is very interesting stuff. 50th over. Yep. Adil says Lance Archer gonna fight Tanahashi. Yeah, he is. Who you got winning? Archer's gonna win. I want Tanahashi to win, but I think they're gonna book it so that Archer wins because Archer's the new thingy champion, isn't he? The new IWGP champion. So is there a chance that they make Archer lose, Tanahashi wins, and then takes the championship back to Japan? I think that's highly unlikely. Joy says, I was a fan, but NJPW is notorious for their schedules. Unlike WWE, they aren't always on some time and date only. Think they do regularly on some date. Is the Wrestle Kingdom stuff. Yeah, I get that. I completely get that. That's why I just watch What Culture Wrestling, and they haven't asked me to promote them at all. I wish they ever did. But yeah, do check them out. They're amazing. If you probably do watch them already anyway. Oh, Pujara trying to defend that one and that inside edge onto the bat, onto the pad, and then on the ground. Dot ball. Whew. Oh, man. 148 for one. 148 for one. Let me update the score. 148 for one. It's over. I gotta go get my plan. I have no bat. I have no pads. I have no equipment. My friend Zishan, who's coming over, is going to be the one bringing equipment, and I'm just gonna bowl, and then I'm gonna bat using his pads and stuff. But yeah, this is super exciting. Hopefully, I can get some more content for you guys with regards to me batting and practicing and all that stuff, because yeah, I'm really excited about this later today. So yeah, so far Anderson has just swung the ball away from Pujara, apart from that delivery, the third delivery where it just moved in just a little bit. It's 148 for one. 2 balls left of the 50th over. Pujara on 7, Rahul on 48. Let me update that. Rahul on 48. Anderson in swinging delivery. Pujara plays it with a straight bat past the wickets, and that's running away to the boundary. Nope, it's stopped by Mark Wood. 2 runs to Pujara. Moves on to 9, and India moved to 150. They've batted spectacularly so far. Very, very impressive. Even Pujara, since he's come in, he's looked a little worse for wear, but he's survived, and that was a very solid shot by him. Adil says they could book it as Punk debuting in that match and costing Tanahashi and his first match is Punk. Oh, that would be cool. It's on Rampage, isn't it? Punk's coming back at Rampage, I think. That's next Friday. How many overs are remaining? It's a test match, man. I think in this session, no more than 2 overs because it's 10 minutes, right? Ah, yaar, kya masla hai, yaar? Oh, Pujara, right? Pujara's gone. Pujara is gone. It's at a good length, away from the body, moving away from Pujara, and he just puts his bat out, outside edge, caught by the slip fielder. An easy take, and Pujara goes. Pujara is the next man in, exactly where that ball went last time, right? And there is a third slip this time around. 150 for 2, 50 overs gone. Pujara goes. So yeah, 2 more overs max in this session. I think they're probably going off now. I used to watch What Culture in glory days of Adam Blampe. Oh, back in the days. No, I like the new cast quite a lot. You should do a video of you buying some cricket gear, people. Yeah, I might actually. Virat Kohli is coming in to bat. Let's see if he can get a few deliveries by Anderson. The doctor says watching WWE on HD TV is not enjoyable at all. You can see all the fake moves. Yeah, pre-HD box TV when you actually believed it. Pakistan 2 without loss. That's a great deal. Thank you very much. I hate go. Aman Sinha, I appreciate your comment. Goldberg is my all-time favorite WWE wrestler after Bret Hart. So, yeah. 13th August Rampage. Yep, that'll be cool. Gold. That is gold. All Out in Chicago. Yeah, that'll be awesome, Ganesh. Rahul says 100. Hogan. Nay, yeah. Rohit got out on 83 with a peach from Anderson, and Anderson just got Pujara. So Anderson's already picked up the 2 wickets. Once again, he did the same thing in the last game. India have just the ball remarkably well today. Yep. Thunder Hayes says 200 likes. Oh, that is fantastic. Thank you, Thunder Hayes. I hope this video does not get striked. I hope so. Please, God. I mean, I really hope so. But I'm so glad it's reached 200 likes. That is amazing. Thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys are all amazing human beings. Pujara is a walking wicket in the UK. Average of 20. Interesting. This time, Rahul on strike. 150 for 2. Pujara going to get himself dropped. Duck or a buck. How much of a nothing shot did you play, Pujara? Yeah. A very much of a nothing shot. So India Cricket says, so I'm good, man. I hope you're doing well as well. You're India Cricket, so the team's doing well so far. If you want real, yeah, I don't watch UFC. I don't watch UFC at all. I like the showmanship that consists in WWE and AEW and all that stuff. Plus, UFC is like proper hits, and they don't have moves like the jackhammer or the jackknife. They don't have like those, so I prefer myself some non-UFC. 4640 now. All right, thank you. UFC is dope though. I agree with Thunder Hayes. It's really fun. That was a poor shot, Suman. I agree with you. That was a poor shot from Pujara. Something you, in England, as Quality Shot said, it's something you expect from him. Even then, you don't expect him to do that bad, right? Like in general, definitely. India cricket. Yes, cricket is a great sport. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. That's kind. Adil says Edge versus Rollins gonna be one. Why don't they do Hell in a Cells in non-Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? It would sell like crazy. It would be fantastic, right? It would be unexpected. It would be really cool. I would like that. Yeah. Andy says, why do they strike the videos as just, it's only people? I know. It does seem ridiculous to me as well. I have no idea. Every time I have a good video, not every time, twice when I've had really good video. Oh, outside edge from KL Rahul going down to the third man boundary. Rahul runs 3. Kohli on strike. Rahul gets his 50. What a knock by KL Rahul. Brilliant knock by KL Rahul. This is the type of that's proper test batting, I must say, right? Whatever you say about other people and all that stuff, right? This is proper test match batting. And it has been an absolute pleasure to watch. Kohli is still on 0, but this has been a pleasure to watch. KL Rahul, hats off to you, my friend. Hats off. Fantastic. Classic Blossom says, why Indian selectors keep Pujara? Keep an on. Thing is, he is a tenured batsman. That's why they're not dropping him. Joy says, anywhere in the world, even in Antarctica, you expect Pujara to leave that ball. Yeah. Gotta go. Good. GGKL. I'm not sure what you mean, Soham, but thank you for the comment, man. That was a really good innings. And I hope it keeps going. Virat Kohli survives the first ball. I just want Kohli to get 100. I've been saying this for 2 years. I just want Kohli to get 100. That's all. That's how matches should be made for it. No interferences. Yeah, agreed. Grenade says, waiting for Chris Jericho versus MJF. Oh, that's going to be an amazing match. Suman says, great chance for King Kohli to make a granddaddy 100 and come back in scoring 100 with style. Yeah, I agree, Suman. Good game. Yes, good game, Kale. Thank you. Thank you very much. Not the best with my, abbreviations. So thank you for that. Kohli, last ball of Robinson over. Running in. Oh, well left. You could say well left to this guy now as well. Virat Kohli leaves that one. And 153 for 2. 153 for 2 at the end of the 51st over. 52nd over about to begin. Anderson to continue. Keep Kohli off strike. Keep Kohli off strike, man. Joy says, Asjad, you aren't much of an online FPS game player. GG, man. All right. Yeah, I'm not, unfortunately. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. He has played really well. Adil says, who won Jericho Wardlow yesterday? I haven't caught up. I literally got up. I worked. I had an interview. I worked again. And then I had meetings. Then I'm doing this. Then I'm going to go play net sessions. Then I've got a stream later tonight. And then I've got to take care of my kid for a little while, at least. Then eating something that's very important to me as well. And I had a drink here, which has disappeared now. But yeah, and that's about it. And then I'll watch it at night. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I will check it out for sure. Someone says, well made 50 by Kale with full control. Yeah, his control is what, like 85% on Crick Info, if I'm not wrong? That's crazy. That's a lot of control. For almost 140 deliveries. That's outstanding. Renal says 153 for 2. India doing? Yeah, they're doing very well so far. How's the West Indies doing, Renal? Thank you so much for joining, by the way. Hello. So yeah, 153 for 2. Anderson to KL Rahul. Rahul defends it back to the bowler. He's so solid right now. It's great to watch. Aiden English made his debut on Impact. Oh, did he? Nice. Has he changed his name or is he still Aiden English? Someone says yes, but it's disappointment by Pujara. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Adil says Pakistan are 9 for 0. Thank you very much. That was a 4 by Abid Ali, so it's 13 for 0 now, isn't it? But yeah, the Pakistan game is going on. I'm not going to be streaming it for anyone interested. Quality Shot will be streaming it in about an hour and a half. He'll be streaming the India-England game as well as the Pakistan-West Indies game. So do join him on there if you get a chance. If you're just interested in India-England, my assumption is that the Night Watchman cricket channel will be doing the third session. So you could check them out as well. And yeah, Abdullah says, speaking of WWE, Mick Foley called. He wants his final shirt back. I've been waiting for someone to say that. Thank you, Abdullah. I will send it back to him, but it just doesn't fit him anymore. It's too tight. That's why he sent it to me. And I says, well, the match just started. Haven't even put on the TV. Fair enough. You got a different name. Yeah, 13 now. The doctor says Rahul doing senior Rahul things. Yeah, that's exactly what he needed to do, and that's exactly what he's doing. Aman Sinha says Pujara needs Seth Rollins because Seth can save his career. He is SmackDown savior. Wow. Thanks, Aman. Much appreciated. Jay says, Azad, what after Anderson for England bowling? He's not going to be forever. Is there any... People thought Archer was going to be that. I think Wokes could be that. But Anderson is just, like I said, a league of his own, man. He's definitely a league of his own. I hate spams. Renell, you are a moderator. Do it. Do what you have the power to do. 153 for 2. Last ball of the over coming up. I have a feeling this will be the last ball of the session. That seems very highly likely. that this will be the last ball of this particular session. And India has played very well. They were 46 for 0 at the start of the session. They're 153 for 2. Yes, this lost 2 wickets, but they've had a pretty decent time of it, barring that as well. HR Murmuru says, well played, India. Yeah, India are playing very well so far. Anderson to Rahul. Rahul plays that through extra cover. That's going to the extra cover boundary. Rahul ends the session with a fantastic shot through. Oh, with a fantastic 4, man. That's great. That is great. A great shot. Fun for 4. Anderson has bowled spectacularly well, but KL Rahul, dude, this guy has batted like an absolute champ. He is 55, not out. Oh, he's played so well. So well. Andy says, got to run, Azjad. Thoroughly enjoyed it again. See you next time. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Glad you enjoyed it. And yes, so have I. And have a nice day. Have a nice day. So Rohit missed on a well-deserved 100. Yep. Just put him on timeout a minute ago. Thank you. That is very kind of you to do. Thank you very much for that. Adil says, NXT gonna make... Don't get me started, because whenever I start my YouTube channel for wrestling, which is not anytime soon, I will just be raving about what NXT used to be, okay? It's 157 for 2. T is upon us. Kohli on 0 of 2. KL Rahul 55 of 143 so far. He's batted brilliantly. Rohit Sharma took the attack, and Anderson got him with a beauty. Pujara tried to hang in there, but he would have left that, but he's just out of nick, so he completely tried to play out of that and got caught, unfortunately. Suman says, wow, great cover drive, positive intent at the end of the session. Put on the TV now, and Pakistan are 30 for 0. Seals bowling. Thank you very much, Ronel. Thank you, everyone in the chat. I have to go. I won't be streaming the Pakistan-West Indies until the 3rd session. Hopefully the 3rd session happens and it doesn't rain. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Apologies, Ronel. I had to go. I do have to go. I have to do a lot of other stuff. I know you've just joined, but thank you very much for joining. It's very kind of everyone who's joined. Over 100 people in the chat. Thank you very much. And this may be the last test for Pujara, or yeah, that's crazy. Joy says NXT also had golden days with Finn, Owen, Zayn, and Joe wrecking everything. I thought they had pretty good days like 2 years ago as well. That War Games match where Adam Cole did the sunset flip on the middle thing, that was like, and that ladder match where what's his name, Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and all those stuff. That was a great match, man. Honestly, thank you, Thunder Haze. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Pujara Wicket got this season shared. Yeah. This session shared. Yeah, I understand what you meant. And Adil says, see you later. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And yeah, until next time, take care. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you tonight if you guys do join. If not, have a wonderful day, wonderful night. And yeah, take care, guys. Thank you very much. Bye, all. Bye.